What is that I smell?
It's Tina.
No, I believe it's a sweet smell of spring.
Yeah, I kind of smell it too.
And spring is the time of birth and renewal, flourishing, if you will.
Where are you going with this, Scott?
Well, just that there's some new video games coming out in March, and we're going to preview them on today's show.
Yeah, but what is that smell?
I think you're right. It is Tina. Hello and welcome to G4TV.com, the show that plays every platform available to gamers. I'm Scott Rubin, and here to manifest your gaming fantasies is the dub, Tina Wood.
My bad. Sorry, you guys. I didn't think about it before I came.
People ask why I sit at the little table.
Now we understand.
Yeah, also joining us is the woman who inspired the Final Fantasy hairstyles. She's blonde, she's spiky. It's Lara Foy.
And you must be old.
Grows like this, naturally.
Yeah, and they ripped you off.
They sure did.
But it is spring.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And already beautiful weather here in Southern California. The rest of the world, maybe not so much.
It's beautiful everywhere. I was just
covered
in
in snow.
Snow is beautiful.
Snow is beautiful, but not when
You know
it's
what's
75
more
degrees and
beautiful?
sunny.
New games!
New games!
That's right. There are lots of new games coming out. Just like March, April is like game release. It's like after New Year's, there's kind of a lull.
We had a drought
Yeah,
for a while.
it was kind of a drought.
like
But there's
people
a drought
were starving.
no longer.
Yeah.
We're going to, bring you guys 7 or 8 games that are coming out this
Yeah.
March and April?
Yeah,
Some of
let's
them want
kick
to
it off.
start?
Yeah.
What do you want to start
highly
with?
anticipated
I want to
games.
start with one of the biggest action game releases of the year. It's an
You
Xbox
must
exclusive.
be talking about Ninja Gaiden.
It is Ninja Gaiden, and people here at G4 are freaking out over this game. People have been playing a demo version that have been kind of out there in game stores, but the full version is here, and it's really good.
Yeah, GameSpot gave it a 9.4. It looks incredible. It's based off the same story as the arcade game in '88 was based off of.
Hidden in there are the original Ninja Gaiden games, so you can unlock those and play them. But this one here, for GameCube fans, it's a long time coming.
Twin Snakes.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid.
Dude, this one, the boards are lit up all over. People want this game.
Now, it's not a brand new Metal Gear game. It is kind of one of the, I think it's the original one, kind of updated for the GameCube.
There's new abilities that Snake has.
Yeah.
He's able to hang from ledges, shoot from a first-person perspective, and hide himself and enemies in lockers.
And you know what this also shows? That just because it was an exclusive PlayStation game for years, it came out on the Xbox, and now it's on the GameCube, so that exclusive thing, it just showed a little while.
Not so
Nothing's
much.
ever exclusive.
But
We
what's
know
also
that.
happening? Are we getting into spring training here?
Yeah.
We're getting into preseason?
Yeah.
And
Poor
the-
Yankees, I feel bad. They got A-Rod now, and just the downfall of the whole
struggling.
organization.
Yeah.
But I'll be taking him out. I'll be sliding feet first into A-Rod because MVP Baseball 2004 from EA Sports is pretty much out by the time you're watching this show.
Yeah,
and it
it comes
has
out the
new
9th,
stuff.
March 9th.
It
Yeah.
has new stuff, like the ability to slide feet
Oh,
first and
really?
take someone out. And you use the right stick, so when you're sliding into home, you can knock the catcher down and try and knock the ball out.
Yeah. We did that. Tina and I played a little
We
bit.
did play a little bit of that.
home run derby.
It's got the pure swing
I
system,
do.
which
Yeah.
allows a lot better controlling for when you're going to be when you're hitting. So.
And I was just looking at the game right before we came out on the PlayStation 2, and even for a PS2, the graphics are tight. This is a good game because now you can play it online. That's right, PS2 version, MVP Baseball will be online.
People have been wanting this one for. What is it, Tina?
It's Unreal Tournament 2004. This game looks great, and it is a blast. These guys worked really, really hard on it. There's a bunch of new vehicles. There's a bunch of new weapons. They've got this, like, mine spider, which is a new weapon where you actually fire it. Basically, the spiders are mines. They go towards the enemy, and they blow everything up.
And the demo's out. People have been downloading and playing the demo, and
It's like
it's
the
getting
most
rave
downloaded
reviews.
thing in
Everyone
history
loves
of
it.
gaming.
Based on the
Yeah.
demo, and that's just proves what a great game is going to be.
A couple of new game modes, a couple of new weapons, but really the big thing about this release is the vehicles. You can now get and drive around these maps. Very, very cool. Let's talk about one of the biggest games of the past couple of years in terms of online play, Battlefield 1942. Fast forward to the rice paddies of Vietnam, and you've got Battlefield Vietnam.
Yes, you
Right, well,
do.
this game, I mean, I checked out the trailer on the site. The site's really pretty intensive. I checked out the trailer. It looks beautiful. It looks great. But what I'm more excited about, and what a lot of people are the mods that are going to come out for this game.
Very, very
And
true.
It comes out, they give you the kit, the SDK, whatever you're going to need, and people are already excited to start modding this game.
And apparently each loading screen is going to contain some general background about exactly what's happening, what the conflict is, or what region you're in, which I don't think they did in 42.
It comes out on our birthday.
Yes,
So
it
that
comes
reason
out
alone.
23.
What I like about it is now you've kind of moved ahead from the whole World War II era, so you get more updated and modern weapons, vehicles, and jet fighters. We got
Splinter Cell, Pandora tomorrow.
and another one that
Sam
people are just
Fisher's.
going crazy over. The first Splinter Cell game was just a huge hit, multi-platform. This one comes back and adds something that really everyone wanted, which was the ability to play multiplayer.
And apparently Sam is not the only operative in this game, is what I'm hearing. That there's going to be somebody else that can actually help guide you through these missions.
It's stealthy, it's got gadgets, really cool,
The first
but
one was
really
so good. I'm excited for this one.
the
Yes.
PC game that a lot of people are going to be putting on their machines. If you've got a brand new 3D card, you got a really fast processor. We've shown it on the show before. It's Far Cry, and it is, you know, the game that's got like the furthest draw distance of any PC game ever.
And
There's
the
that
thing
water.
that, the
Just
coolest
look at
thing
that
about
water.
this is the free roaming AI and that nothing is scripted,
Right.
which I haven't actually played it. You may have, so.
It's pretty fun.
We-
It is a great-looking first-person shooter. The AI is smart, and, well, there's a dead guy right there in the water. But you know who, remember our old friend Yui Boll?
Absolutely.
He just got the rights to this one. He's going to make a
Is he?
movie
He's
out of
gonna
Far
make
Cry.
another
as well.
Wow.
He is snatching up video game licenses.
When's he going to make the G4TV.com movie?
Yeah. That would be crazy. Hey,
That would be
I've got
crazy.
slices of pie here.
Yeah, what you got,
Not the
Scott?
kind of pie that you guys wear on your head or
slices
throw at
on
each
the
other.
wheel.
The wheel O stuff to talk about
That's right.
in
Bring
its
it back.
infancy stage. This is before it's assembled. People
Oh my
wonder how it
God.
goes on.
This is some behind-the-scenes action going on right here.
But you might get like iToy might come up.
Oh,
Maybe.
information,
You never know.
yeah.
Tina Tat.
Ooh,
Alright.
I hope she doesn't go tit for tat. I don't know what that would mean, but
Yes, you do.
T-Flo Fee.
Has nothing to do with.
Well, but really,
me.
I think
What's
what
going on?
everyone at home, they're going to be rallied around the television, gathering their friends and family to find out if it will land on this slice right here.
Does that say Laura's butt crack like I
That's
think
right,
it does?
people.
It
There's some
does.
controversy out there in the world right now.
Yeah.
People are posting to the boards multiple threads, whether or not there might have been some scandalous butt crackage
Yeah,
being
we don't know
shown.
if it was a costume reveal that went wrong, but like
gonna-
the Zapruder film, we will, if we land on this, we will get the footage and we will roll it
We're gonna
frame by
get to
frame
the
to find out
bottom of
whether
this.
Laura's ass crack made it on the air.
The FCC is going to be coming down on
I'm going to
us.
investigate. I'm going to be
G4
watching.
Standards and Practices is going to take the show right
Did you
off
call
the
it
air.
a wardrobe malfunction?
I did.
It could
I was
be
gonna
a
say it again
wardrobe
later, but now I
malfunction.
won't.
Hey, game development is coming to a standstill in a few weeks. We'll tell you why when G4TV.com returns. Want some pie? Want a slice of pie?
I'll take a little, just a sliver, please.
You think you
wanna
just
eat Laura's
doesn't
butt crack?
show up on.
Want a piece of Laura's butt crack? Hey, check out G4TV.com at our new time, Sunday at 10, where we're going to be talking about gaming addiction.
And don't forget to watch G4TV.retro every day at 4.
This portion of G4 is brought to you by True Crime, Streets of LA.
Good Lord, they shooting at me. Give me your gun, give me your knife. It's true crimes, better tuck your light. Hide the kids, hold your wife. It's true crimes, better tuck your ice. Clutch your purse, stash your cash. It's true crimes, I'm about to blast. Call the cops and lock your door. It's true crimes and I'm taking yours. To the store in a pickup, masking guns. Guess what? It's a stick up. Give me all your money, honey.
True Crime, Streets of LA. Rated M for mature.
Winter Fresh. It's icy cool bread. It's
Winter Fresh, icy cool bread, 24/7.
Network, where icy cool bread is always on.
All right, people, let's go. We got free masks for you today.
Free mask.
Get your free masks, people. You gotta learn to protect yourselves.
Free mask.
It's an epidemic going on out here.
Free mask.
Come on, people. Protect yourselves. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
50,000 people die each year from secondhand smoke.
I worked where people smoked. I chose not to. But I got lung cancer anyway.
He can't hit anything.
Break out the whipping stick and punish pitchers. MVP Baseball 2004. Ready for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Finally, Destructo is now complete. Destructo, come to me. Entering attack mode.
Attack mode.
Attack mode.
No,
Attack
destructor.
mode.
No.
Attack mode.
Halt.
Attack mode.
No, destructor,
Attack
halt.
mode. Attack mode.
G4 owns you, noob.
And welcome back to the show that will soon be the butt of many jokes if I keep making cracks like that.
Oh, God.
That was actually kind of funny.
Great. Hey, you know what's even funnier? Old reruns of this show hitting the
Absolutely
air.
hysterical.
It's going to be 7 days a week. They're calling it G4TV.retro, and it's going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 Pacific, starting on the 12th.
A lot of numbers.
It'll be 7 days a week. You'll catch old episodes of this show.
Good. So if you missed some of the classic moments here on G4TV.com, now's your chance to catch up and learn a little bit of our history.
Yeah, you might be able to play that G4TV bingo game.
Watch Scott's hair as it goes like this.
Yeah, true.
And Tina goes like
then,
this.
Other big
I say
news,
the same.
Thug.
And
What?
you're
Our new time slot. We're moving. The show is moving. It will no longer premiere the new episode on Friday nights. We now premiere new episodes Sunday nights,
Sundays.
10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. So after The Sopranos is
I was
over,
gonna
you'll
say,
come and
are we
watch.
competing
But
with
is the rest of our
Sopranos?
schedule
No,
the
I'm right
same?
after them.
So we follow The Sopranos.
Yeah, they're all leading.
Yeah, they're our leading.
They're leading. Right.
Forget about it.
Hey,
All right, so what's now? Is it the Twisted Sweet game provided by Juicy Fruits? It is that time. The game is Animal Crossing. Who doesn't love this great Nintendo game? Animal Crossing is an everyday life communication. I hate you guys so much. Look, here you play the only human in the village, if you want to call him a human, and you start out the game by buying a house. You're going to try to earn money by pretty much selling anything that you can find in the town, which will help you upgrade your house and decorate with furniture, yada, yada. The game utilizes a real clock, and it parallels a 27-world universe that we live in. So when it's daytime, it's daytime. When it's nighttime, it's nighttime.
What is twisted and sweet about it, though?
Okay, what is sweet is that it's cute, it's funny,
Okay.
and it's simple. But what is twisted is that the reason why we play video games is to escape reality. This game makes you go to work. It makes you take out a loan to buy
See,
a house.
I think it's twisted
It
because
forces you to
Yeah.
communicate with people that you don't want to communicate
I do that
with.
in real life.
In real life. So that's twisted.
Right.
But it's completely addictive. It's a great game, and it's twisted.
I think
And
it's twisted because you have to play these weird little creaturey animals that talk to each other.
I hate both of my co-hosts. I want to be on both.
Exactly. Hey, we got something else for you. Each year, game makers gather in San Jose, California for a week of conferences, schmoozing, and the Game Developer Choice Award. The event is also the place, see, for independent game makers to participate in the Independent Games Festival. And here to tell us all about it, returning to the show, is Alan Yu.
How are you guys?
Alan, welcome to the show.
Not only on this show, but we see you on Filter, we see you on Pulse. You're all over the place.
Yeah, Pre4,
How did you get started in the game business and then kind of lead that into how you got involved with GDC?
I was a receptionist at the company that owns the GDC, and I needed a job after, serving my stint as a receptionist, and here I am. But basically, I started by picking up Madden again in college.
Now, Naganud posted to the board. He wants to know a little bit more about the GDC. What is it? How does one get involved? And what are some of the highlights maybe that you expect to see this year?
Okay. The GDC is a gathering of 10,000 professionals in game development, so creators of games.
Open to the public or no?
It's not open to the public. If you're in an industry, you can attend. It's a high barrier to entry. Now, there are students that do attend the GDC. The GDC provides this forum for people to get together in our industry. It provides inspiration for game developers. It provides training going forward. It gives people a signpost for basically what's going to come in the future.
That's great.
Actually,
That's
we have
very
a call.
exciting.
Hey, caller.
Yes.
Hey, what's your name?
Game Dollar.
All right. Hey, you have a question for Alan?
What kind of advancements do you hope to see with the Game Developers Conference, such as the state-of-the-art in driving growth in the game market?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think as much as the GDC is a reflection of our industry, and it's a big mirror, it's also kind of, in a lot of ways, it pulls the industry along. I think now you're getting people talking about how do we improve the AI in our games? How do we improve gameplay, writing, audio, all these other things.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
But just real quick, that makes an interesting point, because you take a game like Animal Crossing, like we just showed, and it really shouldn't have done well. It had mediocre graphics, okay sound, and it was like an unknown license, but it did incredibly well. So we can see that are innovative, that will continue to do well, that aren't based on graphics and billions of dollars in technology.
Yeah, at GDC we also have a conference within a conference called GDC Mobile, and you know, this maybe not quite the sexy thing right now, but you carry a cell phone, I'm sure. Everyone in this room right now has cell phones, and always talking. And, you know, those machines aren't just, you know, it's not the big Motorola thing you just carry around and you have to crank up and talk on. Now, these things are pretty sophisticated, right? And you can play games on them. Yeah. But, you know, I think when we're going to see kind of the killer app in that game is not trying to port a PS2 game or an Xbox game onto there, because, number one, you know, you can't render all that stuff on a little screen. But that's not playing to the strength of a mobile device, right? You really want to leverage the always-on network connectivity. You want to leverage the fact that is a built-in payment system. You want to leverage the fact that there's a community involved. So I'm waiting for that kind of killer app.
So the next big thing might come out of mobile.
Yeah, it might.
Well, the last time there was a big announcement at GDC was Microsoft unveiled the Xbox early on there. Bill Gates was there. There's rumors it might happen at this one. I know you don't have any kind of tip that you can give out.
It's rumor, you know, I can't really comment on, but the reason people do things like that at GDC in 1999, Sony unveiled the PS2, their first American announcement. Miyamoto came that year, also gave a great speech. Sega showed the Dreamcast there. The reason they do that is because the creators and developers are the start of the value chain, right? They're all there, and basically without developers, you have no games, and without, you know, you can't sell a game system without the games, right?
So people don't have to worry, because G4's got a ton of coverage on GDC this year.
Absolutely.
The awards, the Independent Game Festival, the conferences. Thanks for taking the time to be here.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Sure, Canadians have hockey night in Canada, but we're cross-checking all 4 hockey video games right here, right after this.
Dear Richard, this is really hard to write. Dear Richard, people are starting to talk about you. I'm sorry, but I have to say something.
Thanks.
Call me later, okay?
Yeah.
Dear Richard, please, just listen.
It takes a lot of guts to talk to your friends about their problems with marijuana or drinking, but it could make all the difference.
Hollywood blockbuster, 007, Everything or Nothing. Rated T for Teen.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Do you have short, thin eyelashes that won't curl? Or apply coat after coat of messy mascara only to end up looking like this? Well, now you can have natural long lashes without any mascara with new Dream Lash from the Salon Shop. The revolutionary serum used by Hollywood stars that's scientifically proven to permanently lengthen and thicken even the skinniest eyelashes. Go from barely there to full and thick, from short and sparse to long and lush. Dream Lash is a nighttime treatment that lengthens and thickens lashes.
I never dreamt I could have lashes like this. Now I have naturally thick, long lashes thanks to Dream Lash.
Now I have beautiful, full, thick, long lashes, and they're permanent thanks to Dream Lash.
Here's the secret. Dream Lash's clinically proven ingredient penetrates each hair shaft to grow longer, thicker lashes permanently. And special proteins strengthen, condition, and intensify color for younger, sexier-looking eyes. It even works to thicken and define eyebrows. So stop using coat after coat of flaky mascara or clumsy fake eyelashes that just fall off. With Dream Lash, your own lashes will be long and luxurious, guaranteed. Call now and get Dream Lash for only $14.95. That's a 50% savings. We'll also send this amazing heated eyelash curler to curl your new long lashes gently and perfectly. A $25 value free. There's more. You'll also get this lighted magnification compact mirror, a $20 value, absolutely free. But wait, call now and get 2 bottles of Dream Lash. Altogether, that's over a $100 value for only $14.95. This offer is not available in stores. Here's how to order.
For longer, thicker lashes, call 1-800-340-6622 and get 2 bottles of Dream Lash, the free lighted compact mirror, and the heated eyelash curler, a $100 value for just $14.95. Your guaranteed results, so call 1-800-340-6622.
Hi, I'm Chuck Norris.
And I'm Christy Brinkley.
The Total Gym is the one piece of fitness equipment that replaces an entire gym full of equipment. It's the fastest and most effective way I've ever seen to get into shape and stay in shape. A few minutes a day is all it takes to get into the best shape of your life.
And we're not the only ones that feel this way. The Total Gym is now used in over 14,000 health and fitness facilities to train millions of people each year.
It's the favorite of everyone from world-class and professional athletes to millions of families who have it in their homes. And with over $1 billion in sales in 85 countries, the Total Gym stands alone.
And right now, you can try it in your own home, absolutely risk-free, for an entire month. You won't even be charged for shipping and handling. Or you can ask for this free DVD and information kit.
Call 1-800-322-1598. That's 1-800-322-1598.
Next week on G4, see Hoop's hottest stars as Sweat takes you to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game. You gotta see this. Then, with entry into the Hall of Champions on the line, Team Kaizen faces off against Team 1051 on Arena. And Filter takes you on a chocobo ride through the best games, bosses, and characters of Final Fantasy. Sweat, Monday at 10 p.m. Arena, Tuesday at 10 p.m. And Filter, Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
Hey, welcome back to the show. You know, hockey's been a video game staple since the early days of 8-bit consoles when a couple of paddles and a dot represented the action on the ice. Now we have fully 3D, photorealistic hockey with online multiplayer that puts the intensity of a game in your hands. So we thought it was a good time to show you all 4 games that are out right now. Take a look at the quad split. And we'll start off with you, Dub.
All right, let's take a look at ESPN NHL Hockey on the Xbox. It's a Sega game. I truly believe this is the best hockey game available. It is far better than last year's NHL 2K3. It's all about the ESPN brand integration. You've got Gary Thorne and Bill Clement on vocals, which adds a lot of authenticity into the experience. There's a great skybox mode that lets you see unlockables, trophies, look at records, and you get to actually play some air hockey. So I'm a big fan of ESPN.
Hey, it's good.
All right, this is NHL Rivals. It's the first hockey game from Microsoft for the Xbox. Of course, right off the back, Xbox Live support for up to 10 players. You can do 5-on-5 hockey, which is really cool. You get like 6 Xboxes and multiply it up. There is a short fuse, long fuse thing for each player, so if someone's going to get mad and going to get to fighting, his fuse will be short and he'll be kicking some ass early. Advanced passing system. The game is beautiful. The presentation is great.
Here we got NHL Hits Pro. What I like about hockey, if you go to the arena and in the game, is the fights. I wanted an arcadey hockey game, and this game has got the fights. It's got over-the-top gameplay, zany, crazy, weird places you could play. People's helmets come off. People go on fire. You can fight right there. There's a kill him, slug him, get him.
Ouch.
See, after the whistle blows, you can still fight. It's been toned down a little bit from the previous games, but it's so much fun. So much fun.
Despite what the dub says, NHL 2004 for the PlayStation 2 is the best hockey game out. Using the right thumbstick to check guys into the board is very, very satisfying. The game obviously graphically looks incredible, but what I really like are the little details in the motion capture and the animation that make it feel like you're watching a real hockey game. It's NHL 2004 for the PlayStation 2 from EA Sports, and I'm telling you, it's got online play for the PS2. It's a great game.
But now it's time for...
Yeah. Well, as if there's not enough stuff to talk about, we've got the Wheel of Stuff to Talk About. A little walkabout. Do a little walkabout. Hey, that's right. It's a wheel filled with all kinds of gaming goodness, games by grudge, and Toon Time and...
People write in. They want to hear. Jasper wants to hear about Matrix Offline.
Tina's tat.
You never know what that is. I say you spin it. Spin it. Spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel. Spun it too hard. Almost your butt crack. It is the eye toy, though, from Carrie.
It's not. It's the iToy, and basically the PS2 has announced the second game for the iToy, and it's called iToy Groove. It's a dance game. 28 incredibly established artists, including Madonna, Elvis, Fatboy Slim, Jamiroquai. Coming out spring 2004. It's going to be $50 if you want it with the iToy, $29.99 by itself, roughly.
All right, thanks to Carrie for that. Spin it again. Spin it again.
And Laura's butt crack.
Tina's tat.
Toon Time! Mr. Rubin.
Toon Time, that's right. You heard him talking about the Independent Game Festival at GDC. Well, AOL is teaming up with the Cartoon Network to have another contest where an independent game maker is going to get a chance to make a game featuring a Cartoon Network character. Yay. So, if you're an independent game maker, get yourself to GDC.
All right, spin it, Laura. Spin it.
We'll be here a week while that...
No, with that... Woo! Price is Right. TFLS.
That's right. Recruit wants to know, he's very much looking forward to True Fantasy Live Online. It's the first massively multiplayer online game for the Xbox, but is there going to be a fee? Is there going to be a fee additional to just paying for Xbox Live, Tina?
I don't know,
you know
Laura.
What?
Is there going to be a fee?
It looks like there is. You know, it looks like there is. It's going to be minimal, but like about $5 a month. But based on, you know, the way games have gone and in the past trends and the way the Japanese market's looking right now, I would say get your $5. What are you doing?
Nothing. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
I think we've got to spin the wheel one last time. We're all out of time. Before we do, though, there's another... Wait a minute.
All right, spin the wheel, Scott.
Spin the wheel of stuff to talk about.
And it is on.
Wait a minute. It's Laura's butt crack. What the heck? Well, let's find out.
Let's review the tape and finish this problem.
Yeah.
Where are you? Finish this once and for all, and I'm going to show to you if there was some butt crack, because there's no butt crack. Good looking, too. All right, wait. First, let's explain why we're showing this in the first place.
All right, this episode from a couple of weeks ago, I go to the boards after the show, and sure enough, lots of posts wondering if they saw Laura's butt crack. And some actually looking to start a class action lawsuit.
And let me tell you right now that you do not see any butt crack. It is my tattoo.
You see 100%
USDA. Let's take a look at the
tape. Let's go to videotape.
Evidence examination.
Slow motion.
So you'll see she's in motion now. And hold it, hold 1 second. Here's the wire. Here's the tattoo.
That's my tattoo right there.
There's the crack right there. And now in light.
It's always on the up. It's on. There we go. And
stop right there. There's a little underwear. A little underwear right there. She's wearing Fruit of the Loom tighty whities.
Nudity.
Can we bring it back? There's more.
Dude, that's my tattoo.
Right there.
That's
Go
my
back.
tattoo.
There.
You have an ass crack tattoo.
Yes, that is my tattoo.
That is not right there. Look at. It's winking at me, for God's sake. All right, move it forward, please. And when it hits the light, right
on the down.
There. Can we zoom in, please?
Is there any way to get it close?
Up here.
Yeah,
there
that is Laura's
This looks
butt crack.
like a fat kid's cheeks, the dimples.
That is not my butt crack.
That is so cracked.
Look how low
All
your
right,
pants
so
are
first of
off.
all, I think it's obvious. We've already come to the conclusion that we've seen no ass crack, that it is all tattoo and mic wires.
Can we make that wiggle, please?
Smoke and mirrors,
Can we
people
get the
here.
wiggle?
I think if you look on this shot right
here. Wiggle.
That's a G-rated television show.
All right, thanks for watching the show. Big thanks to Alan Yu from the Game Developers Conference. Check out Pulse's coverage of the awards and the Independent Game Festival. Also, I want to thank the chatters and the forum members who alerted us to this nastiness on our air. Will never be shown again except in reruns.
Just a tattoo.
And for Tina Wood and Cracky Foy, I'm Scott Rubin. Until next time, take it to the board. Cracky,
come on.
Turn around.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Is that the real ass crack?
Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm Florian. And I'm Andy. And I'm James. And we're in Palo Alto. So we're gonna do a little gaming. It's like they want the TV shows on. Hi, I'm the champion.
The hottest new bands playing the hottest new titles. Check out more of Levi's original music on Players, Monday at 8:30 p.m.
Hey, we're going to World War II, and then we're going snowboarding in this episode.
Right.
Today on the show, we're taking a look at Medal of Honor Rising Sun, Call of Duty for the PC, Secret Weapons over Normandy, and in Versus, we look at 2 snowboarding games, 1080 Avalanche and AMP 2. First up, we're going to take a look at Medal of Honor Rising Sun. It's from Electronic Arts for the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube. And what'd you think of this one?
Well, I gotta tell you, Medal of Honor Rising Sun was one of my most anticipated games, and this game did not disappoint. The emotion that you go through in this game completely just brings you there, and you feel for all these soldiers. The opening scene starts in Pearl Harbor,
right,
and the sound is some of the best sound design I've ever heard in any video game.
I would agree with you. The presentation of Rising Sun is outstanding. It's larger-than-life moments.
Absolutely.
Awesome to play these kinds of moments in a video game.
Completely fun.
But you also talked about emotion, and I want to convey some of the emotions that I felt while playing this game.
Oh God!
Mostly, I felt frustration. It didn't live up to the hype that the game itself creates and engenders as you're playing through it. You're shooting at enemies, and sometimes you'll shoot them right in the chest or the neck or something, and they'll just go, and then they'll pick up and start shooting again, or you'll shoot them in the foot and they'll bounce around like idiots. It drove me crazy.
I find that on every single game. I found the same thing in Call of Duty.
You also don't want to have controls like you have in this game, which are
controls.
very touchy.
The best first-person controls I have played on the PlayStation 2 and consoles.
Right.
Just as good, if not better, than Halo.
Oh my God!
I'll tell you that. That's what I'm
blasphemy.
saying.
There are some great moments from really, really beautiful cinematic moments in the thing, but the graphics overall are a little disappointing.
You are insane.
I thought that some of the environments looked very blocky and chunky.
Way.
I thought that the vehicles. I thought
you're
all
playing
of
the wrong game.
No, listen. I thought all of the lush jungle stuff. It was an interesting idea, but very repetitive.
What about the bridge on River Kwai? What about when you go up?
I've seen better looking stuff on the PlayStation 2.
When you go up in Pearl Harbor and you see literally hundreds and hundreds of planes in the skies.
Those are some of the good moments.
Unbelievable. You tell me in what game where you've ever gotten on an elephant and started shooting guys. This game has a 2-player co-op as well, which is split screen. It was
the frame rate's brutal on first with single player,
not true.
And then when you split it up, especially in the GameCube,
not true.
Oh my God, I was horrified.
I didn't play the GameCube version. It's online as
well, and that's a good thing on the PS2. I played it online. It's fun. It's a little bit light in terms of first-person shooters in an online experience. It's definitely no SOCOM 2.
Now, one of the things I didn't like, I thought they could have improved on, was the load times. I thought the load times were extraordinarily. Is that a word? Extraordinarily long.
It's right in the Telerico dictionary.
It's right there now.
So what are you going to give it?
I'm giving it a 9.5.
I'm going to average my score out about a 7. I'd say that the GameCube is the worst. Xbox is sort of in second place, and the PS2 is the best version to get because you get the online play.
On the positive side, this game has some of the most amazing gameplay presentation I have ever seen. They've added 2-player co-op and online versions of the game. And overall, to me, it was just an amazingly fun experience.
On the negative side, this game features all kinds of technical problems, things like a choppy frame rate, weak enemy AI, and controls that are a little bit too twitchy. May pull some people out of the experience. All right, now we're going to talk about Call of Duty.
Before we do that, I'd like to give you some of my canteen, because that was a very intense review we just
Want me to cool down a little bit?
and we should probably cool down going into our...
I did get a little emotional.
Yeah, going into our next thing. I know you might be parched. It's good.
Yeah, it's all right. What is that?
I peed in it. Call of Duty.
For the PC, thanks for that. From Activision, for me, this is the most incredible World War II experience I've had in a first-person shooter game on any platform. Most of these war-type games, you always get the sense that you've got a squad and you're running beside them, and then you've got a bunch of enemies to take care of. This game, you get the sense that you're immersed with hundreds of other participants. You've got a whole bunch of people on your side and a ton of enemies that are all firing at you. Plus, you've got planes dive bombing you. You've got all kinds of artillery shells coming in from every direction.
I'll tell you one of the things that disappointed me, though, and this is in all seriousness, is that for a PC game, which more adults are apt to be playing, especially a game like this, I was really disappointed that there wasn't more, and I hate to say this, but blood and guts.
Realistic violence.
Exactly, because there's realistic elements throughout the whole game. They did such an amazing job of making everything so real. But you know how you talked about how the frame rate or whatever took you out of Medal of Honor?
Yeah.
Not having that gore element in there really kind of took me out of this experience as well, because I felt like I was just going around shooting dolls or mannequins.
You get to play the Americans, the British, or the Russians. You have in the single-player campaign, you actually get to experience all three of those different types of viewpoints. And that's, I think, what was so compelling about this game for me, was that it's not just one side of the story here. You actually get to see what the battles were like for America, for British people, and for Soviet soldiers. And it's so different. One of my favorite moments in the game is when you're playing on the Soviet side and you're rushing up this riverbank and you've got Germans sort of entrenched and they're shooting down at you. And you get off of this boat and you find that you're not given a gun. You get bullets, and you're basically left to your own devices, so you can pick up a gun if somebody dies, kind of thing.
I wasn't really sure who my enemies were and who the people on the team. You mentioned that it felt like there's hundreds of people around. Yes, that's true, but to be honest with you, like they're all kind of, they're very confusing. So I was shooting my own guys.
Which is a statement, man. War is madness. You have a lot of, basic storm, the enemy type missions, but then you'll also have some things where you have to bust people out of prison camps. My favorite missions in the game, though, are the ones where you have to basically fend off the enemy and wait for your reinforcements to come in, because it is just brutal.
Now, you could hide behind dead cows. I mean, how many times do you see that in a game?
I think this is the first.
Big old dead cow carcasses.
I think this is a first, and it's
Good
absolutely
stuff.
Loved every second I got to play with
Now,
this
what
thing.
about multiplayer?
Multiplayer is amazing as well. The maps are beautifully set up so that there's lots of sniping positions. A very innovative addition to the multiplayer online is that you have a kill cam, and it'll show the last 5 seconds of what your enemy that killed you got to see. So you can see yourself like an idiot standing in a window wide open like that.
There's a time where you have to kind of take out these tanks and stuff. I had the guys, my troop members, get up on top of the tank. They lifted the thing, started shooting down there, dropped a grenade, and then jumped off the tank.
I'll tell you something, Call of Duty is my favorite PC game of 2003. Seriously, the best World War II video game I've ever played. I love Call of Duty. Definitely pick it up. 10 out of 10.
9.5.
On the positive side, the scale and scope of this game is mesmerizing. In the single-player campaign, you get 3 different viewpoints on the World War II experience. And multiplayer is absolutely stunning as well, with a very innovative kill cam feature.
On the negative side, it's sometimes hard to tell who the enemy is. And for me, I wish there was more realism in the blood factor.
Stick around, we're going to be right back with more WW2 action with secret weapons over Normandy.
See what this is?
What's that?
A World War I helmet. It's called the Tommy helmet.
The Tommy helmet.
Matches your Tommy gun.
Right.
And the Tommy helmet.
Right.
They used to sharpen these up and use them at close combat. They'd hit the guy in the face and then slit their throats with it. What do you think of that?
That's why I've got this flak jacket on.
It's true.
Hey, check out G4TV.com at our new time, Sunday at 10, where we're going to be talking about gaming addiction.
And don't forget to watch G4TV.retro every day at 4.
Brought to you by the Nokia N-Gage wireless multiplayer gaming device. N-Gage, anyone, anywhere.
Only one can be the N-Gage King of the Office. Cubicle Queen. Mailroom Guy. Ready, go! Only one will be the N-Gage King of the Office. Engage anyone, anywhere.
Winter Fresh. It's icy cool bread. It's
Winter Fresh, icy cool bread, 24/7.
Winter Fresh Network, where icy cool breath is always on.
He can hit anything.
Break out the whip and stick and punish pitchers. MVP Baseball 2004. Ready for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, people, let's go. We got free masks for you today.
Free mask.
Get your free masks, people. You gotta learn to protect yourselves.
Free mask.
It's an epidemic going on out here.
Free mask.
Come on, people. Protect yourselves. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
50,000 people die each year from secondhand smoke.
I worked where people smoked. I chose not to. But I got lung cancer anyway.
What made you come back now?
I just wanted to relax, catch my breath.
We try to keep things simple.
If the life you believed in was threatened,
They're selling drugs out of the casino.
I want to bring you inside.
No.
what would you do?
I'm not gonna let this stand.
Whoever did this left him for dead.
How far would you go to save the people you love?
You have to know who you can go up against.
Is that a threat?
The Rock, Walking Tall, rated PG-13. Starts April 2nd.
Ted,
Barbara?
something's missing.
Missing?
In the bedroom?
In the where?
Trojan Man.
Trojan Man.
What are you doing here? I'm here for Her Pleasure.
Her what?
Trojan Her Pleasure condoms. They're new, uniquely engineered to satisfy a woman's anatomical sensitivity while helping to protect.
You like this idea?
I love it.
On there.
New from America's most trusted condom, Trojan Her Pleasure. The pleasure she wants, the protection they trust. My job is done here.
That's it. Lip to the right. Oh! Oops.
Medal of Honor Infiltrator. Now I gotta tell you something. This game knocked me dead. Now, Medal of Honor Infiltrator kind of follows the same storyline as Allied Assault and Frontline did last year, where you start by, storming the beachfront at Normandy. I gotta tell you, this game is really, really good. Now, it's not a first-person shooter like those other games. It's a completely top-down view. The thing you'll realize off the top is they have all these amazing video clips, like actual World War II video clips. I'm looking at this thing going, is this my Game Boy? Now they also have kind of a first-person mode where, things are coming out on screen and you have to shoot them. You can't really move in that mode. Now you can also connect this to the new Medal of Honor Rising Sun game, which is out on the GameCube. Now the competition in these war games is pretty stiff around here, so this is definitely the one you're going to want to pick up. Medal of Honor Infiltrator, I'm giving it a 9. Hello?
All right, we're back, and we're going to talk now about Secret Weapons Over Normandy. This one's from LucasArts for the PC, but it's also available for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. What'd you think, man?
Well, now here's a game where you shoot planes.
That's correct, yes. It's a World War II game.
Lots of them.
It's like any kind of World War II air combat game that you've played before, but it's meeting Rogue Squadron.
Now they have a wide variety of World War II planes to choose from.
Awesome amount of planes,
like
really
they got
cool.
My favorite, the P-40 Warhawk, but you can also choose the markings and insignias as well. So once you grab like the P-40, you can choose the Flying Tiger insignias if you'd like, or the German markings and stuff. And then you fly like stealth missions as well in a German plane with other German people around you. Now,
that's really cool. I like all that stuff too.
Another great thing that you can do in this game is that you have lots of wingmen and things, and you can send those guys off
to do what you want as well. They can cover you, or they can go off and do their own dogfight. So you always feel like there's this massive air battle.
It really felt like
going on.
Yeah, absolutely. It really felt like Rogue Squadron or the Starfighter games to me.
Sometimes you're bombing battleships, other times you're doing dogfights, and you really get a good sense of where all your enemies are at.
If you have long stretches of sky to fly through, you can speed up the time and get through there very quickly and get right back into battle.
I love that option.
Very
That's
cool.
probably the best thing in this game.
You can actually slow down time too, so you can see where your enemies are and you can maneuver your plane. It's kind of like taking to the skies in the world of the Matrix.
In the flight simulator world,
yes,
there's a lot of people out there, especially PC people, who are, okay, is my flap set right? Is my landing gear? You got 7,000 buttons and I gotta click this, and is that all right? You're not gonna get that, okay?
Right.
You know?
Yes. There are also like all the detail in the ground targets and the sort of ground armaments that are out there. There's lots of tanks shooting at you and recon cars, and there's little bonus missions that you can go on.
Now, there's also a great two-player mode as well, like split screen, where, you know, you can just dogfight with each other, or you can choose to bring guys with you as your wingmen and fight like teams against each other.
But here's my problem. We're talking about a PC game and also a game for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. We all want to play online, especially on the PC. There might be some kind of patch or something that gets distributed later on down the road, or you know, I know on the Xbox, with Xbox Live, it has that.
Now, there's the Xbox Live logos on the box.
Yes, and you can download new planes. Like right away, you can download an extra plane and add it to your hangar, which is kind of nice. But when you compare, like, the Xbox version to Crimson Skies, there's no decision to be made there. You know, people are going to want to play these games with other people.
I'll tell you, the other thing that's great is the music. Now, the music was done by Michael Giacchino, actually, and they used a live orchestra recorded in Hollywood. The one thing, though, I will say about this game is that it does kind of start to get a little repetitive after a while, because all you're really doing, as we said earlier, is really shooting planes.
You got to be into that.
But an enjoyable experience nonetheless.
I'm going to give Secret Weapons over Normandy 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.5. On the positive side, the action arcade elements are phenomenal. The music, voiceovers, and sound design are really well done. The stunning visuals and overall production qualities in this game are all top-notch.
On the negative side, the fact that you can't play online is a big detraction from the fun. The gameplay can get a little repetitive if you're not super hyped on this genre. And although Tommy and I love the simplicity of the game, if you're a flight sim freak, you might not be too happy about that. Now we're going to take a look at a product that is supposed to be the definitive cheat or anti-cheat device for the PlayStation 2. They're called the Clash Pads.
I should have called these the crap pads.
The crap pads.
That's basically what this is. They have a little box which has a lot of switches on it that enables each of the joysticks to control the other person's joysticks at a random spot by pushing a button. Now you're saying to yourself, well, why would anyone want to do that? And I say back to you, I have no idea. Why the heck would anyone want to control? I guess they're supposed to be used for like fighting games. You can take over the other person's character.
Right, and there's
but see, if I'm winning, why would I want to take over the other person's character?
Well, I think it's for people that are losing. I think it's for people that are having a real tough time.
This controller is for losers. This is the message that we're spreading here today. The other problem, aside from the entire concept, is that the actual pads themselves are some of the worst designed and cheap piles we've ever had the displeasure of looking upon. I got an idea.
What's that?
Save your $40 and just pull out your opponent's controller.
Perfect.
And
great. I'd recommend that over these Clash Pads. I definitely will not recommend the Clash Pads.
Nor I.
On the positive side, this is an interesting idea.
On the negative side, the controllers themselves don't really feel that well designed. Now, Vic mentioned this was an interesting idea. I'd like to substitute interesting with bad. And the controller is so clunky and confusing that you don't even know if this stuff's working or not anyway. Not that you would care.
Stick around. After the break, it's 1080 Avalanche versus AMP 2.
New juicy fruit graper melon. Cool.
Wait, what are you doing, man?
Gotta have Twisted Sweet.
Mine.
Gotta have new Juicy Fruit Graper Melon and Schrappleberry.
If you're 20 pounds or more overweight, there's news from the Obesity Research Institute. Dramatic weight loss can now be achieved without diet or exercise.
I lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks.
I lost 7 inches through my waist. I couldn't believe it.
I was 247 8 weeks ago, and I'm 30 pounds lighter today.
The first week I lost like about 10, and then every month like 20 pounds.
Propylene, scientifically proven to reduce weight without special diet and exercise. Backed by 9 clinical studies with the exclusive active ingredient, and propylene is available without a prescription.
It definitely works by itself because I know I didn't do anything different, and I took it and I lost weight.
I eat at fast food places almost all the time, so it's hard to eat healthy. And the weight still came off.
It was just very easy. You just take these pills about 20 minutes before you eat, and the pounds just fell off.
If they're a skeptic, just say, here, trust me. Try it, eat the same way, do what you're doing, and this pill will work.
Please understand, propylene is so powerful that it was formulated only for those who need to lose at least 20 pounds or more.
If this could work for me, it could work for anybody, because I haven't been to the gym in over a month, to be honest. I have not gone to the gym even once. I don't have the time.
I mean, it works. You know, and I don't know how, but it does.
Every morning when I look at myself in the mirror, I see another person there.
Now you can get propylene over the phone without a prescription. Call the number on the screen and it will be shipped directly to your home.
Call now to try propylene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. If you don't lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days, send it back and we'll refund your $29.95. But wait, it gets better. Call now and we'll include a second bottle absolutely free. Call in the next 10 minutes and your shipping and handling is also free. That's right. Call now and your second bottle and shipping is free.
To order, call 1-800-524-4664. That's 1-800-524-4664.
From the makers of Dead or Alive comes the greatest action game of all time, Ninja Gaiden. Rated M for mature. Unleash your inner ninja.
Oh, I'll take a pound of that.
Xbox, it's good to play together.
Next week on G4, see Hoop's hottest stars as Sweat takes you to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game.
You gotta see this.
Then, with entry into the Hall of Champions on the line, Team Kaizen faces off against Team 1051 on Arena. And Filter takes you on a chocobo ride through the best games, bosses, and characters of Final Fantasy. Sweat, Monday at 10 p.m. Arena, Tuesday at 10 p.m. And Filter, Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games. We take games seriously.
Hey, I've got an old classic here from Electronic Arts. It's called Future Cop LAPD, and it's basically you're in control of this RoboCop type robot. It's a very dark story for the game, but it's actually a lot of fun playing as the cop. Lots of really cool special effects in the game. The explosions look amazing. There's hordes of little bad guys that run at you, and you can blow them all away. There's lots of little special weapons that the big robot guy has. This is also a great game in multiplayer. There's sort of this real-time strategy type element to the multiplayer. It's split-screen 2-player. All the action takes place from an overhead perspective isometric view, and you're looking at your little robot guy as he moves around the mazes of the city. He's got heavy weapons. He's got sort of machine gun ammo. Very fun, very fast, and it looked great on the PlayStation 1. Go check it out. It's called Future Cop LAPD. Hey, welcome to Versus. Today it's all snowboarding games. We've got 1080 Avalanche from Nintendo for the GameCube versus AMP2 from Microsoft for the Xbox.
Well, I thought the graphics overall in AMP2 were done a lot better.
Yes,
overall,
I agree.
They're a lot more realistic. You get the little sparkles in the snow and stuff like that. 1080 seemed to have a little bit more cool effects. The snowdrops melt on the screen.
You've got deer and squirrels running around all over the place. But I agree with you. AMP2 looks much cleaner to me, much more realistic, especially in high resolution. The graphics are phenomenal. The characters look great. The stunts look really cool. AMP2 has much more of a realistic looking flair. But what about the gameplay? That's the most important part of the game, right? Obviously.
Yeah, well, 1080 is more, I think, of the arcadey style game, similar to SSX, although I don't think it's better than SSX.
Well, most of the 1080 experience is about racing, except you're only racing against one other opponent, one computer-controlled opponent. You can do some multiplayer gaming in there as well. But it seems a little bit thin when you compare it to an SSX, which has a lot more effects going on.
Or an AMP2.
And AMP2, it feels more like a realistic,
more realistic.
Yeah, trip to the mountain. You've got different modes, but you know, and you're trying to get media sponsorship and things like that.
More hardcore snowboarders are definitely going to like AMP2 a lot better, I think.
Absolutely, and the thing that really makes AMP2 shine, even though both games have a multiplayer component, the online play of AMP2 on Xbox Live is unbelievable. I love the King of the Hill mode where you actually have to do tricks and stunts and possess sections of a mountain as you go down. There's also a racing mode online. Both games have a bit of a career thing where you can, you know, increase your stats and make your riders better. You can collect boards in both games. Now, what about the audio in both of these games?
Well, because 1080 is more of the arcade style, you also get those cheesy arcade voiceover.
Yes, you do.
What's up, yo?
Yeah.
What's up, yo? They also have a lot of good ambiance sound effects, like the train passing over and the helicopters and things like that.
The avalanche effects are beautiful. I mean, they look great and they sound great. They got a really good sense of ambience there for sure.
Now, the music in 1080, they got about 20 licensed songs, including some, you know, bands like Finger Eleven and things like that.
Which fits the style of the game.
But
doesn't compare at all to what AMP2 delivers, which is 300 pieces of music that you can snowboard to, and they all are completely different. You've got slower tunes, you've got faster hard rockin' tunes.
You can also load your own soundtrack in for AMP2 as well on the Xbox.
Yeah, if you can't find the music that you like in AMP2, you can actually load in your own soundtrack and listen to that, which is amazing.
Which you could actually load in the soundtrack to 1080,
right,
including Finger 11. So there you go.
They both sound good, but I think AMP2 definitely takes the cake, and it's from 5.1 surround if you've got that set up at home. So overall, which snowboard game do you think brings more value and fun to snowboard gamers out there?
I got to give my nod to AMP2.
Right.
You know, I think SSX is a better game than 1080 in the arcade style.
Right.
And AMP2 is the most realistic, you know, snowboarding game out there.
I got to say I was a bit disappointed with 1080. I don't think they upgraded this game enough. It definitely doesn't compare with SSX3. And AMP2 is my favorite snowboarding game of all time. I think that game is absolute genius, especially on Xbox Live. So what would you give 1080 Avalanche?
I'd give 1080 a 7.
I'd give it a 7 as well. What about AMP2?
AMP2, an 8.
9.5 from me. This is a fantastic game. So in the snowboarding wars, it looks like AMP2 triumphs over 1080 Avalanche.
Most definitely.
Today on the show, we looked at Medal of Honor Rising Sun for the PlayStation 2. This is a great-looking World War II shooter with some technical problems that get in the way. On the PC, we looked at Call of Duty. That has so much action, sometimes it's hard to tell who you're shooting at. Also on the PC, we looked at Secret Weapons over Normandy. This is a very clever arcade action flying game, but it's missing online play. In Versus, we looked at 1080 Avalanche for the GameCube. This is a fun arcade-style snowboard game with some cool environmental effects. And we also looked at AMP2 for the Xbox. This is an awesome, much more realistic snowboard game with a great collection of online modes. Tommy and I both thought that AMP2 was a much better game. In hardware, we looked at the Gamester Clash Pads. You can affect your opponent's controllers with these things, but the pads are clumsy, uncomfortable, and the idea is just plain silly. On the Game Boy Advance, Tommy reviewed Medal of Honor Infiltrator. This is a great top-down shooter with some really cool production values. Well, that's the end of the show. We're all done with World War II games. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so Sphincter, the way this game plays is that what it is like a 3D game.
Right. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, what are you going to give it?
Thank you and good night.
Remember where you were on $9.99? Did you ever think a fighting game could be so addictive, or that a polygonal blue hedgehog could look so good? Dust off that old white console, because it's time to count down your favorite Dreamcast games right now on Filter. And welcome to Filter, a hand-picked top 10 video game countdown is voted on by you, the viewer, at G4TV.com. From Arrow Wings to Zombie Revenge and everything in between, the Sega Dreamcast went from the top of the console world to the bottom faster than you can say PS2. But along the way, the little white console that could delivered some groundbreaking titles that still look and play great today. And this unforgettable console deserves some unforgettable recognition. So today, I stand before you as its most unforgettable character, Ooh La La. So it's with great reverence, high esteem, and some bittersweet nostalgia that we look back on your favorite Dreamcast games. But before we do that, we thought you might want to know a little bit of the history behind Sega's Great White Hope and what made it so great in the first place.
The Dreamcast was a Sega console that was put out in the late 90s. I thought the system was going to do really well. I was really excited about its release. It had really good hardware for the time.
It was Sega's next big console after the Sega Saturn. The Sega Saturn was a miserable failure for Sega, and they really wanted to get back into the race, so they put out the Dreamcast way before any of these next generation systems came out. Unfortunately, they might have been a little bit too early.
It came at a sort of awkward time and right before the release of the PlayStation 2. So unfortunately, it didn't build the fan base that it could have.
It kind of has a special place in a lot of gamers' hearts because there were a lot of great games for it. A lot of very, I guess you could call them gamers' games.
It wasn't selling as well, I guess, as the other platforms. Because some of the other consoles were doing better, they could make more mediocre titles, and lots of them, but the Dreamcast had this small library, and a lot of the games were actually really excellent and original.
I kind of wish they still made games for the Dreamcast. I don't understand how 2 years pass and the system still is as powerful as the newer generation systems that are on the market right now, yet nobody's made a game for it in ages.
So now that you know what made the Dreamcast great, let's get to the countdown. We begin with a title that proved country club members aren't the only ones who can enjoy a little racket action. At number 10 is Virtua Tennis.
Virtua Tennis is a fantastic game. It's basically simplicity defined. You know, it's you just move the joystick, press one button. It's about as simple as tennis is itself, and just as complex.
Usually tennis games were kind of limited in terms of movement around the court, but with Virtua Tennis, it's not like a basic Pong type game or a ping pong type game. I mean, it actually required a great degree of skill.
That was like the very first tennis game that I played that was actually realistic. The player models looked really real. The speed for the game was just right, you know, it seemed really realistic.
Virtua Tennis is by far the best tennis game I've ever played, genre breaker.
While Virtua Tennis helped take you off the couch and onto the court, our next game helped bring the arcade to your living room, which inevitably put your ass right back on the couch. For that faction of the population who enjoys hunting the undead, House of the Dead 2 is for you.
House of the Dead 2 is a funny shooting game. I think the thing that I remember most about House of the Dead 2 are these kind of ridiculous voice acting.
Please be safe, G.
It was a very fast-paced game, but it also had some really amusing dialogue.
I don't want to die!
The voice acting was terrible, but that made it cool. It made it funny and fun.
Unfortunately, House of the Dead 2 came out right after the Columbine shootings, so Sega was like, you know what, we can't release the gun. There's no way we can release the gun peripheral. Of course, everyone went ahead and bought the import version so you can use a light gun.
If you like the feel of cold steel in your hands, but you also enjoy pummeling enemies with your fists, then you're a prime candidate for our next game. Utilizing power-ups, weapons, and interactive environments, Power Stone was a fighting game that broke new ground for digital pugilists, which is exactly why it comes in at number 8.
Power Stone is probably my most favorite game from the Dreamcast library. It's sort of classic Capcom stuff. It's fast, it's fun, it's colorful, it's got lots of character. It was really a nice mix between sort of complex and simplistic gameplay.
Power Stone is a cool type of game that's a 3D fighter, but for up to 4 people, and throwing not just punches and kicks, but also throwing items, and you have to watch out for things in the environment attacking you and all sorts of stuff.
It was a crazy fighting game. I mean, you could throw stuff around and throw stuff at each other, you know, even throw each other. And it's probably, in many ways, it could also be seen as kind of a precursor to Super Smash Bros.
So, Power Stone is the first fighter to appear in our list, but I have a strong suspicion that it won't be the last. Anyway, we need to take a break, but when we come back, we'll continue our countdown of your top 10 Dreamcast games of all time, and we'll see what some Dreamcasts have been up to since retiring.
This week on Expansion Pack, Arena presents America's Army.
That's all coming up, and it's right here.
Sunday at 7 p.m.
Chris Vaughn spent years serving his country.
Did you really kill people?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
No. Now, a man who's seen enough fighting.
I just wanted to relax, catch my breath. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Will fight a new war.
It was close.
Where'd you get the drugs?
From the casino.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
Picked a bad day to do that.
The Rock. Walking Tall. Rated PG-13. Start April 2nd.
He can hit anything.
Break out the whipping stick and punish pitchers. MVP Baseball 2004. Ready for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Winter Fresh. It's icy cold bread. It's
Winter Fresh. Icy cool bread. 24/7.
Winter Fresh Network, where icy cold bread is always on.
6, 7.
This is for you.
Think you dropped this? Every 8 seconds, someone in the world dies from tobacco.
In 1990, a tobacco company put together a plan to stop coroners from listing tobacco as a cause of death on a death certificate. Now, why would they try to do that?
Ted?
Barbara?
Something's missing.
Missing?
In the bedroom?
In the where?
Trojan Man.
Trojan Man.
What are you doing here?
I'm here for Her Pleasure.
For what?
Trojan Her Pleasure condoms. They're new, uniquely engineered to satisfy a woman's anatomical sensitivity while helping to protect.
You like this idea?
I love it.
I'm there.
New from America's most trusted condom, Trojan Her Pleasure. The pleasure she wants, the protection they trust. My job is done here.
Why should you consider getting an education in the Navy? This is one of your classrooms. Navy, accelerate your life.
Finally,
Destructo is now complete. Destructo, come to me.
Entering attack mode.
Attack mode.
Attack mode.
No,
attack
Destructo.
mode.
No.
Attack mode.
Halt.
Attack mode.
No, Destructo,
attack
halt.
mode. Attack mode.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Diane Mizoda, counting down your favorite Dreamcast games. The rankings for Filter shows come directly from the responses you post on the G4 website. To make your vote count, log on to g4tv.com/filter and select the Filterator. Then choose a category, vote on a scale of 1 to 10, and we'll take care of the rest. While you're there, be sure to post your suggestions for topics and games you'd like to see covered in future episodes. But let's get back to this episode. Coming in at number 7 is an RPG that takes the art of piracy to new heights. Literally. You play a cloud-faring scurvy dog who sets sail in the skies of Arcadia.
Skies of Arcadia was a huge RPG for the Dreamcast, and you know, a lot of people, when they think of RPGs, they think during that time it was either a 2D thing or it was a kind of a polygon characters with pre-rendered backgrounds, but this thing was all full poly 3D, so a lot of people got a real good taste as a different kind of RPG, and it was so popular that it also moved into the GameCube.
Big Dreamcast RPG that introduced a cast of pirates who are actually good pirates, and you can take your ship around and have these really cool ship-to-ship battles, which is probably the best part about the game. And you were always flying from like floating city to floating city, which is pretty much a standby in most RPGs. But this game, just the scope and the scale of it was so grand and cool that it made it really different and fun.
Okay, so the pirates and skies of Arcadia don't exactly make your neck hair stand up, but they sure know how to dress. Anyway, our number 6 title is a game that takes good music, amazing visuals, and a unique concept and puts them together in a tight package called Jet Grind Radio. For all you rollerblading graffiti artists, this one's for you.
Jet Grind Radio was probably one of the first games that put cell shading onto the map. It had a really cool art style. It had a unique combination of gameplay, and that whole graffiti thing and the look of the game really complemented each other.
Just the overall style of the game, from the music to the design of the characters to the plot of, you know, you're this group of kids that's going around spraying graffiti all over Tokyo. Definitely had a huge impact on the industry as a whole.
Remember the first time I saw the trailer, I couldn't believe they were making a game based on something like this. You know, when you booted up the game, it had a little warning, you know, please don't do this, or graffiti is art. So, it's just another thing that Sega kind of did differently compared to the competitors.
The Dreamcast made its U.S. debut on September 9th, 1999, and showed a lot of promise. But a mere 4 years later, the system was virtually forgotten thanks to the release of its 3 next-generation console competitors. So where'd they all go?
I still play it, yeah, so I don't miss it too much. It's sitting in the closet right now, but I still pull it out every once in a while.
My Dreamcast, I have actually like 4 or 5 of them in a box in my apartment, sitting away, disused, covered in dust, unfortunately.
It's hooked up to my TV. I have 2 Dreamcasts hooked up to the TV, a Japanese one and an American one. I still play it every other day.
My Dreamcast is in the basement now.
My Dreamcast is in my cabinet next to my television, probably with my Nintendo 64.
I don't miss the Dreamcast that much because I still have mine plugged in, so I still visit it once in a while.
Actually, I still have it. It's still hooked up in my living room. It's hard being a game reviewer to actually find some time to play older games.
We were sleeping one night and a cat came in and took a dump inside my Dreamcast. It avoided all the other consoles, went straight to the Dreamcast. Very sad, really, but there you go. And ever since then, it's never been quite the same.
Probably a couple of them will be sold on eBay. I'll probably just keep one Japanese one and one US one.
My Dreamcast is collecting dust in the basement. You know, there's a whole bunch of other stuff down in the basement too, so I'm sure it's got a lot of company.
Well, those aren't really the creative answers we were looking for. Personally, I prefer to use my Dreamcast as a blender on margarita night. Okay, we're about to break into the Sweetest Five presented by Juicy Fruit, so let's get to it. Phantasy Star Online was the first console RPG to take the action online, and it comes in at number 5. Check it out.
Phantasy Star Online is one of the Dreamcast's greatest games. This is a game that took the multiplayer online RPG and brought it to consoles, and it did it completely different from how people were doing it on the PC. And people have lost friends, wives, girlfriends, you know, to that game. Like any great addictive online game, that game has caused a lot of trouble. Like, just to give you an idea of how addicted I was to this game, the power went out in my apartment. And my apartment had 2 different separate fuses. The refrigerator and one light was on one, and the entire rest of the apartment was on the other. So the entire rest of the apartment, I lost power. I unplugged the refrigerator, like dragged my TV and Dreamcast over into there and plugged it in just so that I could continue playing. Because there was no way I was gonna stop playing Phantasy Star Online.
While the seminal sitcom from the 70s, Taxi, put a human perspective on cab drivers, it wasn't until Crazy Taxi came to the Dreamcast in 2000 that people realized how much fun being a hack could be. And that's exactly why it comes in at number 4.
Crazy Taxi was another arcade game that got brought to the Dreamcast. It was basically a game where you would drive around and pick up passengers and take them places and get money for it. It was a score-based game.
Just kind of crazy. It was downtown San Francisco, I mean, kind of modeled after that, and it was awesome music, and just basically it was like something you could play for 5-10 minutes and be satisfied with.
You're able to take that fantasy and, you know, just run through everything and get them out of your car as fast as possible, and you get to listen to some pretty cool music. Offspring's soundtracks in the game.
Crazy Taxi was probably the best arcade to console transition that I've seen. I mean, it really captured the whole craziness of the arcade game, and they had all these brand stores in there, like Tower Records and like Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff like that, so it's a crazy game, like the name says.
If you're a serious Dreamcaster, then you already have a pretty good idea of what our top 3 games are. But come on, what's the fun in knowing everything? Stick around, because after the break, you may be surprised at which title claimed the number 1 spot. And we'll also take a look at some of the weirdest Dreamcast games of all time. That'll happen when Filter returns.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Williams. I had acne as a teenager, and I've struggled with it as an adult. I've tried the pills, the creams, I've done it all, and you probably have too. Finally, my acne is under control, thanks to the remarkable Proactiv solution. Special formulas developed by 2 leading dermatologists that clear your skin without irritation.
Looking at my face now, you can't tell that I used to have bad acne all over my chin.
I can't believe that Proactiv has changed my skin so much.
What if your acne could disappear without making your skin irritating or dry? If you've heard acne promises before, Proactiv is ready to prove it by sending you a risk-free 60-day trial of the easy 3-step system. Call 1-800-789-6800 to find out how you can get a risk-free trial. Proactiv combines multiple medications with soothing spa-quality botanicals to create a powerful acne-fighting system. You can heal acne today and prevent outbreaks tomorrow.
Within 3 weeks, I didn't have another pimple. If it could help me, it could help anybody.
You'd be shocked to know how many celebrities and models use Proactiv.
I've been using Proactiv for 6 years.
It's actually the only thing that's ever worked for me.
Proactive is the best-selling topical acne system in America, named Best Acne Treatment by Allure magazine.
I would say no more than 3 weeks, my skin was completely cleared up. The moment I used it, it got better and better and better.
To get your risk-free 60-day trial of Proactive Solution, just call 1-800-789-6800 and you'll become a believer.
You really have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
I was convinced this would not work for me, and it did.
You do have beautiful skin under your acne. Let Proactive prove it. Call 1-800-789-6800. 1-800-789-6800 to find out how you can get a risk-free trial.
Next week on G4, see Hoop's hottest stars as Sweat takes you to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game.
You gotta see this.
Then, with entry into the Hall of Champions on the line, Team Kaizen faces off against Team 1051 on Arena. And Filter takes you on a chocobo ride through the best games, bosses, and characters of Final Fantasy. Sweat, Monday at 10 p.m. Arena, Tuesday at 10 p.m. And Filter, Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
Welcome back to Filter. I'm Diane Mizota, counting down your favorite Dreamcast games of all time. With 7 down and 3 to go, let's review where we've been so far. Virtua Tennis serves up a winner and aces the number 10 spot. House of the Dead 2 brings arcade action to the living room and occupies 9th place. Fighting its way into the 8th slot is the melding of fisticuffs and fine jewelry, Power Stone. Skies of Arcadia takes to the clouds and flies into the number 7 slot. Vandalizing the competition at number 6 is Jet Grind Radio. The world's first online console RPG claims the 5th spot in the form of Phantasy Star Online. And Crazy Taxi goes off the beaten path to take the number 4 slot. In the number 3 title, there is no beaten path. It's up to you to create the path yourself. In Yu Suzuki's open-ended masterpiece, Shenmue.
Shenmue is a still incredibly controversial game. You either love it or hate it.
It was an interesting game. I think it was a little bit too much like real life.
Sometimes the dialogue was a little crazy and you didn't understand it because of through the translation.
What do you know about the incident? The incident? Yes. What do you know about the incident? You should ask the old lady. Ask the old lady about the incident.
The day of the incident.
The day of the incident?
So it's really stunted, long-winded dialogue where I'm just like hitting the button like, okay, let's go, let's find the old lady now.
It was a very different experience for games. We still haven't seen anything quite like it since, but unfortunately, it was a game that was mired with the Dreamcast's failure. It was definitely one of Sega's most expensive games they've ever made, and unfortunately, it didn't do too well for them.
Shenmue was unusual in that the game's environment was completely interactive. While Shenmue was different, the Dreamcast also had its share of flat-out bizarre games. But which ones were the most bizarre?
Dreamcast had tons of cool, weird games. Sega's known for it, they're classic for it.
My favorite one was Samba de Amigo. It had crazy cartoon monkeys.
My personal favorite would be Choo Choo Rocket.
Choo Choo Rocket was the first console online game, I believe. It was created by Sonic Team initially internally as an experiment for Dreamcast's online connectivity, and they decided to release it as a game in itself.
Another one of my favorite ones was Typing of the Dead.
You could use the keyboard and basically play House of the Dead, but instead of shooting, you had to type out a sentence quickly enough so you could shoot the zombies.
Space Channel 5 was another pretty bizarre offering from Sega. It was basically a music game, but it featured Ooh La La swishing around like a model, so this is really quite like nothing that team had done before.
Well, definitely the most bizarre Dreamcast game, without a question, is Seaman.
Came packaged with a microphone, and basically the idea was that you nurtured this bizarre underwater creature and eventually developed a relationship with it.
Ask him how his day's going, he'll ask you how your day's going. So basically corresponding with a fish.
And so eventually it would sort of make these sort of unnerving observations about your life, or ask you why you weren't home at the regular time and stuff like that. That pretty much takes the cake in terms of bizarre, though.
Okay, we've reached the point in the show where you determine the #1 Dreamcast game of all time. So are you about adventure, or do you believe in soul? Sonic Adventure followed the exploits of the world's most famous blue hedgehog after his 128-bit facelift. Although the game stayed true to its platforming roots, it marked the first time Sonic had ever appeared in the third dimension. Soul Calibur was the killer app of the Dreamcast launch, and even today it still wows anyone who sees it. But which of these Dreamcast launch titles is the best of all time? The only way to find out is to check out the Filter Face-Off.
Well, Sonic Adventure is, I think, what everyone bought the Dreamcast for when it first came out. They wanted to see Sonic in full 3D. Sonic is a great character to show processor speed. I mean, he's just running full blast, and, you know, the environment's moving really quickly, and it was a very impressive title for the Dreamcast at that time.
Oh, that game was sweet. Sweet graphics, sweet levels, especially the courses. Most of the loops and stuff they have on it, so it makes it fun.
It was just fast and furious when you played the Sonic character. You could play as other characters, you know, from the series. Just kind of a fun game. Some people didn't like, you know, the open environments, kind of the adventure part of the game, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Soul Calibur is the game that sold the Dreamcast. It was just incredible. I mean, out of nowhere, this great, deep, gorgeous fighting game.
It was a one-on-one fighting game where the players fought with, like, weapons. It was pretty much the first game of that kind, so it was a pace setter in that genre.
In a certain sense, I think the original Dreamcast version of Soul Calibur was more impressive than the sequels that came out last year for PS2, Xbox, and GameCube.
If there's one game that people still have the Dreamcast and they're still playing it on, it's probably Soul Calibur. People even probably have that super glued into their Dreamcast and they never take it out.
You'd be pretty hard-pressed to find someone who doesn't agree that these are the top 2 Dreamcast games of all time. But only one can be crowned the champion, and based on your votes, the best Dreamcast game of all time is Soul Calibur. The best part of this countdown is that you can buy most of these games for less than 20 bucks. Well, that wraps up this episode of Filter. Remember, the opinions expressed on this show are yours, not mine. So make your vote count on future episodes by logging on to the Filter show page at g4tv.com/filter. Until then, I'm Diane Mizota, and I'll see you next time.
happened?
I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
We're here to do Game on Hawaii and we're shipwrecked because you had to drive the boat. Because, oh, I'm going to get seasick. Oh, I got to drive. And look where we are.
Don't yell at me. I got bad equilibrium. I don't know where the hell we are.
You know, I'm calling my agent.
Where's the arcade, dude? I got to do some gaming.
Where's the babes? Where's the games? We got nothing. I had to listen to you once again. Oh, I gotta drive the boat. I gotta drive the boat because my equilibrium's bad. That's it.
Bad equilibrium. It's not my fault.
I'm calling my agent.
You're calling your agent now? You're an idiot.
Yeah, I can't work with you.
You're an idiot. You're all Hollywood, dude.
I get no reception.
I need 2,500 points and I'll be the king of Dance Dance Evolution. Let's do this.
You got no chance, chump. You gotta press start. You know how it works.
You freaking moron. What start? There's no electricity. Don't be an idiot.
Press start. I'm not playing. Just press it.
Okay.
Pick a song.
Oh, dude, the same song every freaking time. Oh,
Pick
fine.
a character.
I want to be the girl. I always want to be.
You always have to be the girl. I want to be the girl.
Dude, you are acting like a girl. Now, come on.
Okay, here goes.
Dude, that one was good. Don't be an idiot. Good.
Somebody didn't eat lunch
Perfect.
today.
Yes, I did. I had a lovely algae casserole, you idiot, and some mollusk soup.
You're moving as fast as that dead sea.
Shut up!
It's missing.
Not a miss. That was good. Perfect.
You failed.
You're an idiot. Where did you go? BS. Get back here. You're a bag. How about some fist?
Game On, brought to you by EB Games.
Hey, I'm Akalon.
I'm Randy Kagan.
And welcome to Game On. Randy, where are we today?
Oh my God, we're in heaven. We're at Waikiki, Hawaii.
We got some good stuff today. We're gonna go get wet with some serious gamers, right?
And we're gonna find some hot losers. That is to say, luscious yet losers.
And when we mean loser, we don't mean in life, we just mean in gaming. And we can't forget the big competition at Hawaii and Bryant's.
Yeah, there's gonna be a dance contest. It's gonna be dance, and there may even be a revolution of some kind. Yeah.
And let's not forget the loser gets the tattoo.
And Matt, you do not want to lose this round. If Matt loses, he's got a tattoo, I love Randy, on his booty.
And if Randy loses, it's I love Matt. And you know what? We should probably hop in the Jeep because I'm kind of working on my hula thing.
Okay, let's go to Maka Laka 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 and I'll drive. So yeah, we're looking for this place supposed to have the raddest surf wherever. It's called Pacific Blue, and it's
It's called Blue Planet.
It's called Blue Planet.
It's right
and
here,
it's
bro.
Unbelievable.
So take a ride, Blue
this
Planet.
Dude's supposed to be the raddest, like Rad Central.
Hey, we got our gear. Let's roll. Well, we made it, Randy. Sea Life Park here in Hawaii.
Beautiful, right next to the ocean. Sea life next to the ocean. You can save the $30 and look left, or you go in here and they got the baddest gamers known to man.
We're going inside. It's going to get a little wet, Randy, so we're going to change into our trunks, our suits, and let's go.
Get some surf gear, because it's going to get watery, man. We finally found it. The ultimate gamers actually live in the game, Matt.
They're the best gamers on the island, and who'd have thunk it? They're dolphins.
What?
These are the best gamers on the island because they live the game.
They are the game. They never leave the game. It's all over them.
I'm with my player, Kikayo Malo.
I got Kaleo right here. She's an unbelievable gal. I think I'm in love.
We're about to go head-to-head. We're going to be playing Echo the Dolphin from PlayStation 2.
Right.
And these guys are dolphins,
Right.
so...
They're a shoo-in. They're bound to know what's going on.
Naturals.
Come on, Kaleo. You know what Daddy likes.
Oh, yeah, see? She's... Oh, I think... Look at... All right, you ready to play?
I know what you mean.
She's ready to play. We've got our special dolphin controller. All right, we've got Echo the Dolphin for PlayStation 2.
We're doing the shark reef level, so whoever's dolphin takes out the most sharks wins.
Here we go. My player is gonna rock. Here we go. She's getting on. Okay, check it out. Chasing after the shark. Knocked it down. Get it again. Look at the concentration on my little dolphin. Go. Turn around. Just follow that shark. Don't be afraid, baby. Ooh, shark's biting back. All right, there. Oh, there's one down, baby. Come on, get it. Yes, hit it again. Look at my dolphin go right after the shark. Not yet. Oh, get it. All right, 2 sharks. What do you say we go get a tuna sandwich? Now?
All right, Matt's dolphin got 2 sharks. Now it's time to see how my girl Kaleo can do. Just rammed a shark. Does not care that that shark actually eats meat. You know what? I'd rather co-host with Echo. I'm gonna talk to my boss. Oh, nice job, Echo. Smash the shark. Oh, hit him in the gills. Sweet. He flipped him 3 times. Nice. Nice. He's doing some tricks. He's celebrating the victory. Okay, Echo, focus. Focus. Now get back under there and kick some booty. Way to go, Echo. Kick some shark booty. Oh, Echo. Echo, you just got rammed by a shark.
Randy, who would have thunk it?
I can't believe it.
Kikai Malo.
Kaleo is beautiful and smart. Everything I've always wanted in a woman, and she likes the water.
Hey, when we get back, we're gonna go to Hawaiian Brian's to meet some hardcore gamers.
Yeah, they're not as good as these guys, but they probably smell a little better. Nothing personal, Kaleo, sorry. Because if I pick you and I lose, I have to get his name tattooed on my you-know-what. You don't want to see that, do you?
Check out G4TV.com on our new time, Sunday at 10, where we're going to be talking about gaming addiction. And don't forget to watch G4TV.retro every day at 4.
He can hit anything.
The whipping stick and punish pitchers. MVP Baseball 2004. Ready for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's Ashley's 10th birthday.
Give me some. Oh, cool. New Juicy Fruit Stapleberry.
Everybody keep it together. All right, I think he wants it back. Stay.
Gotta have Twisted Sweet. Gotta have the Twisted Fruit combinations of New Juicy Fruit, Draper Melon, and Strappleberry.
No, it's my Juicy Fruit.
Rated everyone.
It's everything you wanted in a motocross game, plus a bunch of stuff you would have never thought to ask for. MX Unleashed.
War hero Chris Vaughn has come home, only to find a new enemy.
I'm seeing him in action.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The Rock. Walking Tall.
This is my town.
Rated PG-13. Starts April 2nd.
All right, people, let's go. We got free masks for you today.
Free mask.
Get your free masks, people. You gotta learn to protect yourselves.
Free mask.
It's an epidemic going on out here.
Free mask.
Come on, people. Protect yourselves. It's not a joke. It's not a joke.
50,000 people die each year from secondhand smoke.
I worked where people smoked. I chose not to. But I got lung cancer anyway.
Sentenced to death. A condemned man awaits his fate. Until...
Whoa! Inmate, back in your cell. Everything's under control.
all hell breaks loose. In a place where nothing is what it seems, you must choose your path and uncover the truth behind the suffering. Out now on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. Rated M for mature.
You know, Randy, after working with with those dolphins, I don't think I'll ever eat sushi again.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind marine mammals, but land mammals, they smell a lot better.
I hear you. Well, hey, speaking of people that smell good, we're here at Hawaiian Brian's for the big Dance Dance Revolution contest.
These guys are hardcore. I mean, we've been around, but these people live Dance Dance Revolution. Once a month, they have a hardcore competition for prizes, for cash. I hear it can be pretty fierce.
Here's what we're going to do. There are 4 contestants. Randy and I are each going to pick 2 contestants to represent our teams, and you know how it goes from there.
You're going down, G.
Hey, let's meet our contestants, shall we?
See what they're all about.
Hey, here's our first guy. What's your name?
Ernest.
Okay, how long have you been doing Dance Dance Revolution?
Almost 2 years already.
3 years. All right, what's your highest score?
A couple million.
He's in the millions.
What's your name?
Oh, name's Kia.
Kia, how long have you been doing Dance Dance Revolution?
Last October.
And how do you feel right now? Do you feel ready to conquer?
Yeah.
Because if I pick you and I lose, I have to get his name tattooed on my you-know-what. You don't want to see that, do you?
No. Hi, man. What's your name? Now, how long have you been doing the Dance Dance Revolution?
About 3 years.
What's your highest score?
About $1 million. AAA.
Really? You know this place is crawling with ladies. Are they impressed with your style on the Dance Dance Revolution?
Not really, because I think you're too much lately.
Okay, now, what's your name?
Sharon.
Sharon, how long have you been playing?
A little over 2 years.
What's your highest score?
Good question. I don't know.
You feel the pressure being the only woman in today's competition?
Yes and no.
All right, Randy, we did the interview process.
Right,
now it's time to decide who's going to be Team Kagan and who's Team Gallant.
I think I know who I want to pick, so we'll paper, scissors, stone. Okay, ready? Paper, scissors, stone. I got you, sucker.
No, those are scissors.
No, that's not scissors. You're going down. I'm taking this dude right here. Yeah, give me some. Yeah, what do you mean you knew it? Where's your confidence?
What?
I'm taking this guy.
I'm going to take the gentleman with the 2 earrings. Come on over here.
Matt, I hate to be gender-based, but I'm going to go for the tall dude as opposed to the short gal. I'm hoping that you have a height advantage like in basketball.
Well, Randy, that leaves me with the final choice, and I'm going to take Sharon. And Sharon, I want to tell you something. Randy may not have picked you, but you just get picked by a winner. You're part of the winning team. How do you feel?
Go!
Anticipation's building. It's David. What he lacks in height, he has in confidence, Matt. Here we go. Any kid, you know what I'm saying? Don't underestimate him. Right away, confidence and rhythm. Wow. I like it. He's got a certain style. It's robotic, yet fluid.
Look at that move.
Nice moves. I like the spin move, Matt.
Oh.
He's got some flavor. I like to see your boy do that. Another spin move. See that? He's got confidence and rhythm. He seems relaxed and undaunted by your heckling, Matt.
Oh, perfect.
Even the machine itself just told him he's got nice steps and good moves.
Look at that hop, skip, and a jump.
At Hawaiian Prize, they take this game very seriously. We've not seen this before, Matt. Show him some love, ladies and gentlemen. Show him some love. Way to go, David. How'd you feel out there?
Hired.
Hired?
Yep.
I thought you had some confidence, you had some flavor. I like your spin move. What do you call that?
My little remix.
It's called a little remix. Way to go. Matt, I think your representative is up next.
All right, Sharon, I think you're coming up next. Now, I was talking to the judges. They said that David was a little too old school, too jerky. They saw nothing new. That gives us an in. I think we're in the lead.
Oh, that's good.
All right, get out there and win one for the Gipper.
Okay.
Go, baby, go! Give it your best shot! So, look at, here we go.
I gotta say, Matt, I liked her approach. It was unique.
It's almost like a symphony out there.
Yeah, you see, what my guy didn't do is work his upper body. This gal seems like she's got the whole thing working. I gotta say, Team Gallant's looking... Whoa, you just missed a major faux pas. She fell off the Dance Dance Revolution machine.
Oh, wait a minute. I heard the machine go... Oh, did you see that?
She's got some flavor, Matt. I have to say, it's not looking good for Team Kagan right now. You're a bad man, Matt. A bad man. And that's why you had the restraining order, but let's not go into it.
She lost her glasses. What a
She
finish.
lost her glasses.
Oh, Sharon, come on over
You're
here.
being biased. That's not fair.
Let me tell you something. That was commitment I've never seen before in Dance Dance Revolution. Dropping to your knees. Wasn't that painful?
Yeah.
You did it for the team, didn't you? What did you think about her dropping to her knees and risking the kneecaps just for the competition? That's pretty brave.
That's heart. That's commitment there. That's putting your whole body into the game.
I hope she gets credit for that.
Are you trying to sweet talk points off of me?
All right, let's get back to Randy.
I saw that, Matt, and that talk don't get any sweeter.
DDR, let's max.
That's my boy K.E.
Well, there he goes. Look at that. Whoa. Little Mike Tyson move.
Nice job.
If I didn't know better, I would swear I was looking at Michael Jackson in his earlier days. Look at that.
Nice.
I gotta say, he's smooth.
He uses arms and his legs. That's unique when it's Matt. He belongs on Team Kagan. Nice. Nice job. Team Kagan in the he-house. Way to go, Kea. You know what? I wasn't really happy with my first contestant, but I really think Kea might have brought me over the edge. We'll see.
Look, he's ready to go. Here he comes.
Your boy is confident. I gotta say, he's got that Fu Manchu mustache, but looks can be deceiving.
Show me your performance.
Oh, look at the arms. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at the arms.
That's not fair. His loafers don't weigh much at all.
You know what I'm saying right now? Whoa, whoa! How do you spell winner? Ernest? Oh, yeah, you too. There we go, Ernest. Yeah, bring it on, Ernest. Yeah.
See, now he's milking it.
He's playing in the crowd. See, that's what I like. You know,
Milking it.
he's a showman.
It's sad. He's showboating, man. He's showboating.
I like that. Look at it. The thing is, what's really sad is you had first choice and you refused to choose him because you didn't like the glasses. I know it. You know, look at the movement.
Move on.
He looks like a... Oh, yeah!
Showboat.
Oh, the crowd goes wild. Ernest. Well, Randy, it's all coming down to this, brah.
You know, the judges are thinking about it right now. I can only imagine what's going on in their minds. I think it's going to be close.
I don't, but I'm going to go, yeah, I think you're right, Randy. Here comes Randy. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Overall, what do we got?
We got, for Team Kagan, 410 points. You got 457.
Oh, yeah, Team Galan with 457. Randy, you know what I think? I think that we got to thank the judges. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks, Hawaiian Brian's, for having us. Thank you, judges. Show me some love. You did what you could, though. I think you're buddies with Ernest, and that makes me nervous.
Randy, let's remember this. We tied with the Dolphins.
Right, even up there.
I won here. Now it's time to hit the beach and find the hot loser.
That's it. Lip to the right. Oh! Oops.
Winter Fresh. It's icy cool bread. It's...
Winter Fresh. Icy cool bread. 24/7.
Winter's Network, where icy cool bread is always on.
An ancient evil has returned, greater than any the world has ever known.
60 years ago, they tried to destroy the world. They're back.
Now, one secret government agency.
Welcome to the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense.
Has been called upon.
Hellboy.
To stand against them.
There are things that go bump in the night. And we are the ones who bump back.
Are you gonna be okay?
How big can it be?
You should be running.
It's coming for us!
Hellboy.
Skip to the end, will you? How do I kill it?
Rated PG-13. Opens April 2nd.
It's gonna be insane is what it's gonna be. I can't wait. This one's gonna be so awesome. What do you think? This last week in school was crazy. It was hectic. I cannot wait until this party. Do you understand? I need to blow off some steam. Like, you know Jocelyn, she's gonna be at this party, man. Hey, where are we going? What are we doing?
It takes a lot of guts to talk to your friends about their problems with marijuana or drinking.
We really need to talk.
But it could make all the difference.
Isaiah got a lot. Lift them away.
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games.
Hey, this week on Buried Treasure, we're talking about Black Dawn for the PlayStation. Now, Black Dawn was one of the first completely 3D action arcade helicopter games. It's really not a simulator, but the amazing thing about Black Dawn was that the way you could control the helicopter. The controls in this were really, really well thought out and well done. The missions in this game were incredible. They're really unique. Everything from landing your helicopter a la Choplifter and bringing in some guys, go, 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 and then you take off. Sometimes you have to bomb out radar dishes. Other times you're protecting things and sneaking around. The music is also pretty cool in this game as well. It's all kind of orchestral, Rambo-ish style music, but the music's interactive. It changes as the mission itself changes. Check it out for sure. Black Dawn for the PlayStation 1.
Check out this and other buried treasures at EB Games. We take games seriously.
Next week on G4, see Hoop's hottest stars as Sweat takes you to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game.
You gotta see this.
Then, with entry into the Hall of Champions on the line, Team Kaizen faces off against Team 1051 on Arena. And Filter takes you on a chocobo ride through the best games, bosses, and characters of Final Fantasy. Sweat, Monday at 10 p.m. Arena, Tuesday at 10 p.m. And Filter, Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
Well, Randy, here we are at the beach.
It's come down to this. I can't believe it. It's kind of neck and neck right now in Waikiki.
We tied with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then we came to the Dance Dance Revolution, and Ernest brought me to the title. So here's where it comes down to. 1-0. We pick the hot loser. I have to pick a very hot, attractive woman, preferably in a bikini.
Right.
For Randy, she has to be a bad gamer.
I pick a luscious loser who I think's got like maybe a sleepy eye and astigmatism. For you, my man.
I say we go find some hot losers.
Good idea.
Let's see what we can find. It's a bunch of men over there. Hey, gang. I reckon canoe ride, surfing lessons. No, actually, I'm looking for some hot ladies. Can you help me out? Oh, no problem.
All right, I'm roaming around Waikiki looking for babes. It's like looking for sand. There's pudding everywhere.
Hey, wait, ready? Hey, you want to be, what do you say? Will you be a hot loser for me and Randy?
I mean, this is like the pudding capital of the universe.
Come on. Don't run away from me.
Not only are there babes, but they're greased women. I'm gonna ask this girl right now if she maybe will game for me against Matt.
I think I've seen 3 hot losers. Well, we're not gonna call them losers when we see them because then they're not gonna want to be, oh, that girl's kind of hot.
She's wearing her headphones. Excuse me, sorry to bother you again. But are you a gamer?
Nope, I'm not.
How do you feel about going to the Fun Factory and gaming for me against Matt?
No chance.
Okay, that's a no. Okay, it doesn't bother me because women saying no to me is not a shock. It's nothing new.
Pardon me? Excuse me? Pardon me? Hi. And we're looking for somebody to go across the street and play a video game. Would you be interested in doing that?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, here's a babe right now reading a magazine, the International Cosmo. How you doing today?
And how are you?
Are you a gamer at all?
What's that?
Oh, that's beautiful. So listen, I need you to just lose. Yeah, I need you to stink it up real bad.
Okay.
All right, Becky, here's what's going to happen. I've chosen you as the lovely lady that is going to represent Team Kagan. Now, you really don't know how to play video, am I correct?
Yes, I do.
You do?
I don't play video games.
Okay, then I need you to lose. Okay, you need to lose. You need to play poorly because I do not want the consequence on the show. And where's Randy? Does anybody know where he is? Anybody know where?
Shake the sand off, come on in. Dude, it's Hawaii, doesn't matter.
Randy, I don't know about you, but there's nothing I like to see more than 2 hot girls fighting.
I can't think of anything.
So here we are at Mocap Boxing. What's going to happen is Becky and Rachel are going to go head-to-head, and I guess the one who wins makes us a loser.
Sorry, Matt, you're going down.
Yeah, go, hit, go. A duck, yeah, okay, hit.
Wait,
duck! Duck, you got a duck, sister.
Did I just get punched?
Ready? Hit. Yes, hit again. Okay, duck. Darn, you got a duck. Duck. Come on. Yes, hit, come on, hit. Duck. 21 seconds. You ranked. This is important. You came in 99.
That's not good.
Good job.
It's not bad.
All right.
So remember, you got a duck and combination punch. So get ready. Go ahead. Don't hit. See, it says hit, so you want to hit every time it says hit. Yeah, there you go. Don't forget to duck. See, you got to duck. Or move. You got to remember, don't forget to duck. It's going to come at you. Good duck. And hit. Good. That's good. To duck and hit. Good job. Here it comes. Duck. Extra. Stay. There you go. Good combination. Nice job. Get him. Get him. Don't get to duck. Don't get to duck. Nice job. Good duck. Oh, see, you got to duck. You got to duck.
Oh, this could be over.
This may be it. It's over. It's all right. It's that duck.
Where's her final? Where did she finish? Oh, well, she didn't
do that bad.
She didn't even qualify. Well, finally.
Whatever.
Finally, Randy Kagan loses. I can't believe this. You know what? I like the position I'm in. Winner, loser.
You know what? We're leaving the Fun Factory and we're going to Tiki Tattoo right now.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Thanks
for losing.
We'll see you on the beach.
I'm about to change my lifestyle, Matt. It's upsetting for me. Hello. You know, the last thing I even wanted to do is come in here and ask you to do this for me, but could you get, I can't even ask. I wouldn't even ask.
Somebody's angry and bitter.
No, I am.
What's new about that?
I am. No, this is ridiculous. I gotta get your name tattooed on my body. This is ridiculous.
I'm thinking bigger. I like that.
You know what? Can we just not do this? I'll give you $50. We'll forget the whole thing. All right, tattoo boy? $52. $52?
Yeah.
You're sweating me for $2?
Yeah.
What happened to the Hawaiian, it's all good, brah. Kick it back, man. It don't matter, brah. Wait, okay, no, but seriously, wait. Before you do it, can you numb the area or something? What's so hard? Did they tell you to tell me that, or is that true? Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ah!
Actually, that does kind of hurt.
You like that?
You're not doing the whole thing like that, are you?
Pretty much.
Come on! Hey!
All I want to say is, all the losses that I've had in the past are well worth it.
After you.
No, after you. I'd like to read my name on your back. Hey, whoa.
Hey!
Hey, why don't you spin around and show everybody? Come on, let's see it. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's go hit the beach now. Come on, homie.
Hold my hand.
I'm not a dick. Come on. I think we should walk near some hot ladies, Randy. What do you say? Oh, look at those hot girls over there. Hey, look at his tattoo. Look what his tattoo says.
I lost a bet. Look at that.
Hey, look at that tattoo. Woo!
Friends, it's not that kind of love.
Oh, there's she.
Where's your feet? Oh.
Look at it.
You owe me my dignity.
Take a look, turn around.
See what you made me do?
It ain't real. Come on,
It hurts. It still hurts, South Carolina.
Come here.
It hurts.
Let's go talk to these ladies.
I love what?
Matt.
Really nice
by
pink
looking
short,
at me.
though.
Oh,
You look
ouch.
sexy.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. Hey, ladies.
It hurt like hell.
How sweet is that, huh?
Well,
Kind of sexy.
What? Oh, wait a minute. This isn't a consequence.
This isn't a consequence. I'm winning, baby.
Gaming certificates provided by EB Games.
I'm Randy.
And you're watching Game On Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
They took my legs!
Airfare provided by Aloha Airlines. Accommodations provided by Ohana Hotels.
Today on Electric Playground, we're taking a look at Need for Speed Underground, Rainbow Six 3 for the Xbox, Wrath Unleashed, and The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Siphon Filter was a pretty popular franchise for Sony back on the PlayStation, but it hasn't made an appearance on the PlayStation 2 yet. Until now. Get ready for Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain.
We're talking about Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain. Can you walk me through the storyline of the game?
Sure, Siphon Filter's the Omega Strain's making its first appearance on the PlayStation 2. You know, this is based on the popular hit that was on PlayStation. So, man, all our Siphon Filter fans will be really happy. It's an online game, too. It takes advantage of the headset. It's a passive headset, so you can just talk at any time, control your, yourself as well as your players.
The game looks really smart. I mean, the graphics are amazing, and there's a lot of detail. Tell me a little bit about the levels and the environments that we're going to be playing in.
There's over 12 missions, and you can fight various different terrorist groups. They're all based on real-life locations. You have Toronto. We have Yemen, European cities. They're real to a certain degree, but they're very in-depth, a lot greater, of course, than the PlayStation game.
Is Gabe Logan returning to the game?
Actually, no. This time you create your own character, and you're actually an agent of his agency to fight against terrorist groups to protect world peace.
Now, I noticed that there's some really cool maneuvers, some rolls, some nice angles and different shooting positions.
There is, and there's also over 100 different weapons you can select from as well.
Is this a game suitable for my mom to play? It doesn't look too G-rated.
Oh, your mom would like this game. I could see her take the role of one of these characters and try to save world peace, right? Even you, too.
So when you get shot, there's blood on your clothes, you can see the flesh wounds.
I mean, there is some graphic detail of, when people get shot, so 18 and older.
Oh, well, it looks exciting.
The Collective is known as a company that's great at creating fighting engines for adventure games like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. Well, now they're taking that fighting engine experience for a brand new game called Wrath Unleashed. Take a look at this. Hey, we're here at LucasArts, and I'm standing with Nate Schaumburg, who's the producer on The Wrath. We know from the Buffy game and from the Indiana Jones game that the Collective knows how to go into this multi-person combat thing with destructible elements and all kinds of stuff that you can introduce into the gameplay. Is that what we get in this game?
Well, this game is actually one-on-one fighting in battle arenas, and it's turn-based on a map mode, and when you get two opposing players in a hex, then you go into the one-on-one battle with definitely destructible objects and all sorts of fun stuff going on inside the battle arenas.
It reminds me of Archon from the old days, you know, when you had like the chess pieces and you moved around and they started fighting?
Definitely the inspiration's been taken from Archon. We've taken it one step further and, really updated, obviously graphically, but also, put a lot of thought into how we want to take this fighting engine and the real interactivity and make it something that's really interesting and you can really sink your teeth into.
Awesome. Well, tell us a little bit of the characters and the creatures and the magical attacks and some of the combat stuff that we're going to see in this game.
Okay, well, all the creatures are based on mythological creatures that should be pretty familiar, but they have a real fantastic twist to them. They've done a really great job designing these creatures to make them really unique and really stand out.
It's a LucasArts game. Are we going to see stormtroopers or Yoda? Does Yoda or a Jawa or anybody pop out in this game at all? Is this like traditional sort of Dungeons and Dragons style combat where, you see in those RPGs where there's like a couple of animations and it's kind of, you get your giants doing a little bit of this action, or is there like lots of combos and cool stuff going on?
And
this is the international sign for cool combos, by the way.
No, is it? Yeah, absolutely. Every character's got their range of melee attacks, ranged attacks, magic attacks, and then combos that you can link all those up with, and they're all unique combos for all the characters.
Right on.
8 characters per side, 4 sides, so a total of 32 characters, and then on top of that, each side has an overlord, which is like their god character that can cast spells on the map, heal their units, teleport units. You collect mana per turn on the map that you can use to use offensive spells, defensive spells. You can transform some of the elements, the grids, to your home element. You can also teleport units from one side of the map to the other. So all depending on how you want to strategically play the game, you can either use spells for your turn or you can move and engage in battle.
Is it only for 2 players, or can you do like a 4-player game in this one?
It's 1 to 4 players against 2 players, 3 AI, 3 of your buddies. There's a single-player campaign that consists of 12 missions, and then there's 15 multiplayer maps also.
Check it out. It's The Wrath Unleashed from LucasArts, and there are no Jawas or Yoda or Stormtroopers in this game. Coming up after the break, it's The Simpsons Hit and Run.
From the makers of Dead or Alive comes the greatest action game of all time, Ninja Gaiden. Rated M for mature. Unleash your inner ninja.
Oh, I'll take a pound of that.
Xbox, it's good to play together.
Tobacco companies sell a product that kills their customers. But without their customers, they go out of business. So every day they need to attract what one tobacco exec called, quote, replacement smokers.
My dad died from emphysema from smoking 6 years ago. I haven't met his replacement yet.
What made you come back now?
I just wanted to relax, catch my breath.
We try to keep things simple.
If the life you believed in was threatened,
they're selling drugs out of the casino. I want to bring you inside. No.
What would you do?
I'm not going to let this stand.
Whoever did this left him for dead.
How far would you go to save the people you love?
You have to know who you can go up against. Is that a threat?
The Rock, Walking Tall, rated PG-13. Starts April 2nd. FIFA Soccer 2004, rated E for everyone. NCAA Football 2004, rated E for everyone. From EA Sports, now on Engage.
New juicy fruit grape melon. Cool.
Ah! Wait, what are you doing, man? Mine. Jackson.
Gotta have Twisted Sweet. Yeah. Gotta have the twisted fruit combinations of new Juicy Fruit, Grape Melon, and Strappleberry.
This week on Expansion Pack, Arena presents America's Army.
That's all coming up, and it's right here.
Sunday at 7 p.m.
Anybody out there not convinced that Grand Theft Auto 3 is one of the most influential games of all time should take a look at this. It's called The Simpsons Hit and Run.
No.
The Simpsons have had a history in the video game industry. Some games good, some not so good. But we're talking to Mike Schneider today about Simpsons Hit and Run. Now, I am a big fan of Simpsons Road Rage, and I'm also a big fan of other games like Grand Theft Auto and racing games. How is this game going to compare?
We are shooting to create a mission-based driving game with out-of-the-car platforming action as well. So in a sense, we're building on some stuff that we've done before and taking it to the next level. And even, I could say, the next level after that. We are adding a ton of content to the world of The Simpsons. We have huge levels with, your favorite Simpsons landmarks like the Quickie Mart, the Simpsons house, Krusty Lou Studios. Some of these you'll be able to actually go into this time, explore around. There's interactive objects within each one. There's characters to talk to. There's pickups to get.
So it's not just a racing game anymore. Now you can go explore, steal cars, you get coins for destruction.
We have destructible cars. We have pickups for collectors. We have 7 collector cards in each level that have Simpsons references. We have cameras that you have to destroy. They're part of the plot. It's a very, very involved plot. To sum it all up, the aliens, Kang and Kodos, have come to Springfield to film an intergalactic reality television show. So it's up to Homer and the family, and these are the user characters. These are actually who you play as, and Apu to stop them from doing this, because they're not only filming, but they're also shooting for high intergalactic ratings, which means violence and destruction.
Describe specifically what some of the levels are. Are we playing in Springfield? What are the environments?
It's all in Springfield. It's just different parts of Springfield. We have a downtown section where we have, you know, the nice downtown, the beat up downtown, where we have the Helter Shelter, the Blood Service Center. We have the Squidport, which is a very impressive level visually. There's kind of a time of day thing we're doing as well, where we have it at sunset and we have lighting that's to that effect. We have neon signage everywhere, you know, sections of the nuclear power plant.
So Homer's not running around with like a baseball bat beating people up or anything like that, right?
No, everything's very Simpsons. Some of the missions are collecting roadkill for Cletus to sell to the Krusty Burger.
Yum. Well, thank you so much. The game looks awesome and I can't wait to play.
Thank you.
I am here with Brian Michael Bendis, who has breathed a new life into Spider-Man with Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, I'm a huge Spider-Man purist. When I first read the Ultimate books and, you know, Peter Parker's a web designer, he's listening to CDs, you know, at first I'm like, what are they doing to my Spider-Man? How was it for you?
Well, basically, I think, you know, what I wanted to let people know is that we weren't doing this because Spider-Man was broken. Spider-Man's not broken. This is just another presentation of Spider-Man. This is just taking the idea and setting it in today instead of in the 60s. That's all it was. I came from the world of independent comics where you don't really get, like, crapped on online. To hear the no, and they email me, damn you, and I'm like, oh, what? Why are you saying bad things? You haven't read it. I think a lot of people bought it initially to hate it. It was nice to turn it around like this.
Now, I noticed that you kind of go out of your way to thank Steve Ditko and Stan Lee sometimes. You know, what does their influence mean on this whole project?
Stan Lee is like our Shakespeare. Like, you can take his stories and place them in any kind of environment, and they still ring true. Think of another author other than Shakespeare that you can do that to the stories to. Other than Stan, there's really nobody. That's where I was coming from. It wasn't just to be like, you know, I want you to know that I love Stan. I really feel this. I really deep down feel this, and I analyze this like every day for the last few years, and it's absolutely true.
Hey, welcome to Game Break. We've got a DVD to talk about today. It's Daredevil.
That's right, my second favorite Marvel comic book hero, right behind Spider-Man.
But it wasn't your second favorite Marvel movie, was it?
You know, it wasn't. I didn't really like the Daredevil movie too much, but I gotta say that the DVD was better than the movie because
DVD is awesome.
Because of all the amazing extras. It's got 2 discs.
Yes.
Okay, and on the second disc, it's kind of cool because they split it up into 2 areas, the comic book Daredevil area and the movie making of area. So they have a bunch of making ofs and specials that were on television and behind the scenes stuff, but they also have great interviews with all of the original artists, writers, Stan Lee, of course, the creator.
I love seeing Affleck and Jennifer Garner doing their fight scenes and rehearsing all that stuff. This is definitely a DVD to pick up, especially if you're a comic book fan like Tommy and I are.
Coming up next, it's Rainbow Six 3 for the Xbox.
Final Fantasy XI Online. Rated T for Teen.
Good morning, Lacuna.
They had the perfect system for erasing bad memories.
Why remember a destructive love affair?
Until one patient
Mr. Parrish?
ruined everything.
Can you hear me? What's going on? Something that we seem to have lost him.
This is not good. Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Kirsten Dunst, Elijah Wood.
Are you nuts?
It's been suggested. Eternal Sunshine. Rated R. Starts Friday, March 19th at theaters everywhere.
Hi, I'm Chuck Norris.
And I'm Christy Brinkley.
The Total Gym is the one piece of fitness equipment that replaces an entire gym full of equipment. It's the fastest and most effective way I've ever seen to get into shape and stay in shape. A few minutes a day is all it takes to get into the best shape of your life.
And we're not the only ones that feel this way. The Total Gym is now used in over 14,000 health and fitness facilities to train millions of people each year.
It's the favorite of everyone from world-class and professional athletes to millions of families who have it in their homes. And with over $1 billion in sales in 85 countries, the Total Gym stands alone.
And right now, you can try it in your own home, absolutely risk-free, for an entire month. You won't even be charged for shipping and handling. Or you can ask for this free DVD and information kit.
Call 1-800-322-1598. That's 1-800-322-1598.
We've already had awesome games like Splinter Cell and Ghost Recon, but with Rainbow Six 3, Tom Clancy's a triple threat on the Xbox. We're at Ubisoft's Montreal headquarters, and I'm standing here with Shadi LeBeau, who is the producer of Rainbow Six 3 for the Xbox. This isn't exactly the same as Raven Shield, is it?
Not at all. It's actually a complete new game that we built from the bottom up. We wanted it to make it more console-oriented. Basically, all the design features, all the graphics, everything was made to go there. We used the Splinter Cell graphic engine, some part of it, which is like the soft bodies, dynamic lighting, shadows, you name it. And we integrated it in the Raven Shield engine in order to make it really come more alive in terms of immersion, graphic immersion. Not to forget all the sound and the possibilities we can do with the Xbox with the 5.1 surround sound.
The most important aspect of sound in that game are the weapon sounds themselves. We have around 30 or 32 guns, different sounding weapons with or without silencers, outside interior perspective. To get those, we work with Danetrax, a company based in LA, where they recorded for us all the weapons outside in a shooting range. We record those with using 13 microphones in different placements to get all the perspectives, really close range, distance, to get all the elements on which we could use to reproduce or replicate exactly what a sound will behave.
The multiplayer games that we get, what are we going to be able to do? What kinds of, it's not just deathmatch?
No, not at all. You have what we call a co-op, where you'll be able to play all the single player maps and missions with your friends, and the other part will be able to do a terrorist hunt, which is like you're going to have the maps and you have terrorists spread around and you're going to go hunting. Adversarial, team adversarial, and we have a new mode that is sharpshooter, where it's pure adversarial, only with respawn. So you have a faster kind of gameplay, which for the people that basically they are the mass market who like to go more faster gameplay.
People that are playing Unreal and Quake and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I think most of all, the AI in Rainbow Six 3 for Xbox is the characters not only are more aware of their environment, but they take advantage of their environment a lot more than they did before. And for example, Rainbow will take cover behind objects, will line themselves up against the wall to protect their backside. They'll make use of their environment a lot more. Same thing for the enemy AI. They'll be hiding behind objects. They'll shoot at you blindly. You won't see anything but an arm sticking out from behind a barrel. And they'll dive for cover. They're just a lot more conscious of where they are and how they can use their environment. And you can also now issue orders to your team using the voice communicator on the Xbox, which allows you to just talk directly to your team. So rather than going through a menu, you can just tell your team what you want them to do, and it allows you to stay in the immersion of the game.
What you do, you simply look at the environment and you can give orders by simply talking. I'm going to give an order now to my team to move. Move. There you go. As you can see, they're moving out to the barrels. They're going to take cover using the barrels. They're going to peek on every side. One guy's looking back. Also, what you can do, you can tell your team to regroup. That way they're going to follow you. Regroup. There you go, they regroup. Also, if you look at a door, you can look at a door and issue different orders like open and clear, open flash and clear, open breach and clear. So we're going to go ahead, open flash and clear. So as you can see, the team moves to the door. They set up on formation on the side of the door. They open the door, they throw the flashbang. Flashbang goes off, and then they storm in. As they storm in, they spread into the room to cover every angles. Room's clear. All the tangles are neutralized, if there was any.
What about the transition from mouse keyboard controls to the dual analog?
Yeah.
Did that provide challenges for you guys?
Of course.
And how did you surmount those challenges?
trying to take a whole keyboard and mapping it on a controller is a bit difficult. I can say that the theme of the controller changed around 20 times during the whole project.
Really?
So just to tell you that we took a lot of time, even until the last minute. I'm sure it's going to change, but we need to make sure that this is what the player wants and this is what the player will be comfortable using it.
Do you play PlayStation too?
Yeah, I just love video games. I'm kind of a boy. I love video games and action
What
movies.
other games do you like?
My favorite game is Dead or Alive 3 because it's got so many there's so much like kick-ass girl characters in it. That's why I like it. There's a lot of girl fighters. I'm all about that.
If you could create a video game, what kind of game would it be?
I don't know. I loved Tomb Raider. That was like my game for so long. And I would probably do a game like Tomb Raider with like a really strong, butt-kicking girl that travels all over the world and saves the world and gets to shoot wolves and hyenas and stuff and snowboard.
Nice, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, get online and talk with the EP community at bb.electplay.com. That's bb.electplay.com.
I've got Chris Wolf on the other line of Xbox Live here, and we are playing Crimson Skies High Road to Revenge. And this is one of the most anticipated Xbox Live games of 2003. Chris, tell us why that is.
Essentially, the cool thing about Xbox Live will be the 16-player dogfight. So be able to have you and 15 of your friends or strangers hop onto the Xbox Live, hop in these souped-up biplanes, and essentially dogfight in various different modes.
So tell us a little bit about the different planes that we get to fly in this game.
There's going to be over 10 different planes within the game, both single player and that you can use on Xbox Live. Plus, you'll be able to download additional planes, maps, levels, things like that on Xbox Live after the game comes out.
Describe some of the different weapons that we're going to be able to have in multiplayer.
You have two different weapons available. You have your main machine gun style weapons, plus you have your secondary weapons, which is like a missile launcher or some other type of weapon. My plane has a machine gun and a missile launcher, though some planes have like a cannon instead. So every plane has a variety of different weapons, plus you can upgrade them.
Well, speaking of cannons, though, I've just flown into this missile launcher thing, and I can actually shoot a guided missile at you.
One of the other great things about Crimson Skies is that you can actually get out of your plane. So be it in the multiplayer or the single-player version, you can hop out of your plane, hop into a turret, shoot down other aircraft, shoot down your buddies, and then hop out of the turret back into your plane and continue fighting. There's also repair depots where you can go fly in and land your plane. You can also switch planes mid-level. So if you're playing the single-player version, you can actually land, switch planes, hop in a new plane, and then go from there.
I just did this awesome spin thing. How do you do some of the stunts and stuff in this game?
There's a bunch of trick moves you can do simply by clicking in the right controller and then tweaking your two controllers. You can do things like rolls or reversals.
This is unbelievable. This is so much fun. Thank you so much for this game.
Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back with Need for Speed Underground.
Getting a new car is a good thing. Getting a brand new Honda Civic with impressive savings on features like air conditioning, CD player, and a center storage console is an even better thing. So go see your Honda dealer today and ask for the Civic Value Package. Oh, coupon not required. Now you can lease a 2004 Civic Value Package Coupe for $159 a month for 36 months.
Over 50 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Ratchet and Clank going commando. Rated T for teen.
If you want to solve a mystery, there's only one team to call. They're smart, they're stylish,
Those Soto go with that sweater.
and they know how to party. Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. Rated PG. Starts March 26th.
Winter Fresh. It's icy cold bread. It's...
Winter Fresh, icy cool bread, 24/7.
Network, where icy cold breath is always on.
Ever wondered what it's really like to be a soldier?
What do you got? I have a sit rep from Alpha Company.
BT, ready to be verified. Verify.
Put yourself in the picture with this free video.
You'll see over 200 great jobs in the Army and over 180 in the Army Reserve. You'll also see what skills you learn, how you can earn money for college, even what soldiers do in their free time. Call 1-800-984-ARMY now and get this free t-shirt and your free video. Put yourself in the picture and see what it's really like to become an Army of One.
Here's what's happening on Pulse. If you like fast cars and fast women, we can help you with one of them. Acclaim is set to unleash Juiced on the import racing community, and we'll give you a first look. Plus, Kevin Pereira laces up the gloves and the funny-looking boots to go a few rounds in his preview of the next groundbreaking game from EA Sports, Fight Night 2004. That's what's coming up this week. For all the news in the world of games, make sure to watch what you play right here on Pulse.
EA might be shifting its focus away from Italian sports cars for the new Need for Speed game, but don't think for a second things are slowing down.
All right, we're ready to hit the streets here with Need for Speed Underground. Chuck, what's Need for Speed Underground all about?
It's a little different than traditional Need for Speed. So if you play the other Need for Speed games, they've always been about Italian exotic cars and European exotic cars. What we did this time is we took a look at what kids are actually into, and it changed a little bit. So everybody aspires to have a Ferrari sitting in their garage, but the reality is most of us can't afford it. What kids are doing today is they're taking their mom's hand-me-down Focus or Neon or something like that, basically a soccer mom car. They're taking their McDonald's money a little bit at a time, putting $100, $200 at a time into it, and building out these monstrous import tuner cars.
So was this when you guys saw Fast and the Furious? You said, we got to do a game like that? Or
we were actually looking at it a little bit before the Fast and the Furious, but the cool thing about that movie is it really blew the lid off it. The culture was around. It's been around for about 15 years, but it was really underground, and that's kind of where we got the name. So kids were building sleeper cars, basically cars that looked no different than they come off the showroom floor, but they had really monstrous upgrades under the hood. Fast and the Furious really changed it. It made it a really visual medium as well, so kids are expressing themselves with how their car looks as well as how it performs. There's hundreds of different parts that you can apply to the car, so it's not like we give you 2 or 3 different cars to drive. There's 20 different cars in the game from licensed manufacturers. Everything in the game is real. 52 aftermarket parts manufacturers in the game, and you can apply all these different parts to the car and actually build the car that you want. So not just how it drives, but how it looks as well.
It has a great visual style. How'd you guys come up with that sort of feeling?
Well, we took the Hot Pursuit 2 engine, which was built by the Black Box team that we acquired last fall, and we built on that. And how we did it was we brought in a 2-time Oscar nominee from ILM, who had done work on the pod racing scene from episode 1 and a couple other movies, and he brought some techniques to the table that we hadn't thought about before. And with the talent of the rendering team and the art team up there, we were able to combine them all together.
Now, we're talking about the cars and some of those for the soccer mom vehicles. What about the environments?
It all takes place in city environments, and it's not a real North American city, and the reason for that is most cities are actually built for urban growth. They're not built for racing. So the most important thing was to actually build tracks that accentuated what the strengths of these cars are, which are, quick acceleration, lightweight, and good handling. So we've built the tracks, and then we build a city up around them, and they're all interconnected, so there's actually a wide variety of tracks that you can drive.
With Hot Pursuit, a lot of cops in that game. There's going to be sort of a whole element of that, of sort of the authorities chasing you in this?
We talked about it a lot at the beginning, and what we decided on is, unlike a lot of other games that are out there that have added cops, Hot Pursuit 2 is really built around the idea of cops as a gameplay mechanism. We didn't want Underground to actually feel like Hot Pursuit 2.5. So we decided to take the cops out of the game because we wanted to concentrate on what makes the import street tuner culture really cool, which is the customization and the street racing aspect of it.
They might not be chased by the cops, but maybe the moms are chasing them, trying to get their soccer vehicles back.
Trust me, if Mom was driving one of these, she'd be able to catch it.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Production assistance for Electric Playground is provided by Nintendo, publishers of F-Zero GX for the GameCube. Sony, publishers of Jak 2 for the PlayStation 2. And Microsoft, publishers of Voodoo Vince for the Xbox.
Coming up on Pulse, we got the experts' opinions on the state of the industry at this year's DICE Summit in Las Vegas.
Plus, Naughty Dog's Jason Rubin raised some eyebrows with his impassioned speech at the event.
And has Midway turned its fortunes around? We found out at the company's Gamers Day. That's all coming up right now on Pulse. Welcome to Pulse, your 1-hour weekly look into the world of interactive entertainment. I'm Patrick Clark.
And I'm Ronnie Lynn Riley. Today we'll give you a first look at Acclaim's new street racer, Juiced.
Plus, Kevin Pereira is always looking for a good rumble. We'll see if he's found it in his preview of Fight Night 2004.
But first, it looks like the next Xbox won't have a vital component that the current system does. But will it be missed? Even though the Xbox 2 is likely more than a year away from seeing store shelves, the rumor mill is already in full swing. For example, M Systems president Dov Morin recently stated that Microsoft's next console will not be equipped with an internal hard drive. Instead, Moran claims the Xbox 2 will utilize M Systems fast flash disks, which have storage capacity ranging from 16 megabytes to 47 gigabytes. While it is true that M Systems recently inked a deal to develop removable flash memory units for Microsoft, no specific uses have been confirmed. While Moran's claim seems like a distinct possibility, Microsoft labeled it as merely speculation.
And there's no speculation in Jason Rubin's corner, as he is definitely leaving Naughty Dog Studios after the completion of Jak 3. The announcement came just days after Rubin's impassioned speech at the DICE Summit, in which he demanded greater recognition for developers. Rubin co-founded Naughty Dog with Andy Gavin in 1986 and sold it to Sony in 2001. The company is best known for its Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter series. While Rubin has not publicly announced his plans, he told GameSpot that, quote, "I want to lead by example, take a real risk." Rubin also added he, quote, "wants to build relationships with people outside of this sector." We, too, had a chance to talk with Rubin at DICE about his speech and his future plans. Stay tuned for it later in the show.
This year's DICE Summit wasn't just for inspirational speeches. They also handed out the 7th Annual Interactive Achievement Awards, which recognized the best in the business in 36 categories. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time took home the most hardware with 8 awards, but Call of Duty took home 2 of the most coveted awards, Game of the Year and Computer Game of the Year. The World War II sim also took home top honors as the Computer First-Person Action Game of the Year.
Of course, the Interactive Achievement Awards are a lot more than just pomp and circumstance. They represent the best of the best in the world of interactive entertainment, and this year's ceremony was no different. We were in Las Vegas to check it out.
The Academy is a nonprofit organization made up of members of our video game industry. The Academy's mission is to elevate the presence of our industry in the mass market, really, by recognizing true art in video games, whether it's technical achievement, artistic achievement, or achievement in design.
The creation of this organization was to recognize that talent and recognize the craftsmanship when it displayed excellence. And that's what created the Academy Awards for Games.
Tonight we're here to celebrate the very best of interactive entertainment.
Outstanding achievement for musical composition, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun.
We continually aim to shoot as high as possible and to have video games sound, bigger and better than films. I mean, we're truly interactive films, and EA can only take credit for the decisions we made. Chris did all the work, and he delivered a score that I feel is unparalleled in any video game in previous history.
Console role-playing game of the year, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
One of the things that caused Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to stand out was the story, and the story works no matter what the platform is. It works on the PC, works on the console, has a huge impact, really made the game something special. We're really proud of it.
I think our award system protects our craft and fosters more growth within the industry by explaining to people outside the industry that video games really are not just toys for kids.
And the award goes to Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. And the award goes to Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
What a surprise. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
The Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time.
Well, I'm going to get fired, Mr. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It means a great deal because we're saying that the industry is not innovative enough. Dennis and the team, we took the chance and the risk of being innovative, and tonight it pays off. So, and it's important. Like I said to you tonight, we're only at the beginning of something in the game industry. We gotta continue being innovative.
There's something special about winning an award that is given to you and voted on by the people that actually create the products. As nice as it is to have recognition from the magazines and things like that, there's nothing like your peer going, man, you rock.
The Hall of Fame Award.
Peter Molyneux.
It feels really emotional. I mean, it really does. I mean, you know, you've got to remember that this is absolutely my life. I mean, I do this for pleasure, total and utter pleasure, and to be rewarded by your peers is an incredible feeling. It really is.
Overall Game of the Year, Call of Duty.
It's, you know, beyond our wildest dreams. The competition for that category, I mean, it's the overall big game hunt right there. I just can't believe it. Just really astounding. And I'm very thankful to the Academy, all the people that put on this work for this show. It's very incredible.
Oh, it's just so, it's so gratifying. I mean, the team worked so hard. We had a very short schedule. We had 18 months, and we really just had to crunch the whole time and come together. And it was really great to see that recognized for everyone.
While there's no question that winning an Interactive Achievement Award is a high point for anyone in the industry, we wondered what you think deserves the Game of the Year, which is exactly why we presented that question to gamers in this week's Players Pulse.
I would say my favorite game has to probably be Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You get so immersed in the game, and it's so open-ended that you can make so many different choices that the game isn't linear.
This year, my favorite was probably the new Legend of Zelda game for GameCube. That was an excellent game. Great gameplay, great story, just very entertaining all the way through.
I like Tenchu, The Wrath of Heaven, because I like all the things that it has that you can do. I like the stealth mode. It's real cool.
Dark Alliance 2, the second of Baldur's Gate for the Xbox. And that's the one I'm playing right now, so I guess I'm partial to it because of that.
Soul Calibur 2, I really like it because it's kick-ass fun, so for real, I mean, I think I play with my friends so much, Soul Calibur 2 is good.
EB Gamer's Choice Award goes to Grand Theft Auto, Vice City.
So many different shows pick different games that, you know, it might stick in my mind a little bit, but I'd probably have to get the corroborating reviews before I would decide on a game from an award show.
I never watch TV, so I'm rarely aware of the fact that there is even awards shows that are on TV. So, no, not really.
I'm one of those people, like, when I come and I look at a box, it doesn't really tell me anything, but I have to go to a gaming show or award show to see who's the best, so why not?
In a way, I guess it does, just because if it's a game I haven't played and it's won an award, I probably want to check it out, so it does influence, so it does help a lot.
We hope you enjoy the show! See you next year!
While I try to figure out why Diane Mazzota hosted the Interactive Achievement Awards and I wasn't even invited, you can ponder the EB Games top 10 overall titles for the week. It's Super Mario Bros. 3 disguised as Super Mario Advance 4 on the Game Boy Advance. Either way, it comes in at number 10. It's a Nintendo fantasy, finally, as Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles for the GameCube winds up at number 9. Swing your sword online in the EverQuest world with this week's number 8, Champions of Norath on the PS2. In the number 7 spot is Samus Aran's original adventure, which makes its GBA debut with Metroid Zero Mission. Release your inner daredevil with this week's number 6 title, the Motocross Mayhem, better known as MX Unleashed for the PS2. James Bond is back once again for more espionage, gadgets, and girls. At number 5 is Everything or Nothing for the Xbox. If you prefer using your fists as weapons, maybe you'd prefer Rise to Honor for the PS2, which kicks its way into the number 4 slot. Dragons? Check. Evil Empire? Check. Fearless Hero? Check. Sounds like an RPG to me. At number 3 is Drakengard for the PS2. It's deja vu all over again. Everything or Nothing takes the number 2 spot, this time on the PS2. And closing out this week's countdown and slashing its way to the top spot, very stealthily, is Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox. Coming up after the break, while I try to figure out if it's a coincidence or intentional, we'll head back to Vegas for more DICE coverage.
Plus, Kevin Pereira will lace up the gloves and go a few rounds with his preview of EA Sports Fight Night 2004. All that and more, only on Pulse. Check out G4TV.com at our new time, Sunday at 10, where we're going to be talking about gaming addiction. And don't forget to watch G4TV.retro every day at 4.
Scion, featuring the all-new XA and XB, customized to your individual style.
anything.
Break out the whip and stick and punish pitchers. MVP Baseball 2004. Ready for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ted?
Barbara?
Something's missing.
Missing?
In the bedroom?
In the where?
Trojan Man! Trojan Man!
What are you doing here?
I'm here for Her Pleasure.
For what?
Trojan Her Pleasure condoms. They're new, uniquely engineered to satisfy a woman's anatomical sensitivity while helping to protect.
You like this idea?
I love it.
On there.
New from America's most trusted condom, Trojan Her Pleasure. The pleasure she wants, the protection they trust. My job is done here.
Chris Vaughn spent years serving his country.
Did you really kill people?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
No.
Now, a man who's seen enough fighting.
I just wanted to relax, catch my breath.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Will fight a new war.
It was close.
Where'd you get the drugs?
From the casino.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
Picked a bad day to do that.
The Rock. Walking Tall. Rated PG-13. Starts April 2nd.
It's Ashley's 10th birthday.
New Juicy Fruit Staffleberry!
All right, I think he wants it back.
Gotta have Twisted Sweet. Gotta have new Juicy Fruit Draper Melon and Strappleberry.
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games.
I'm here at EB Games, and I've got a little bit of a dilemma for you. How do you go up against a powerhouse like Tony Hawk's Pro Skateboarder? It's pretty hard, and I think everybody that's tried has had a lot of difficulty with it, including this game. This one's called Grind Session. It was published by Sony first party for the PlayStation 1. It's a little bit different than Tony Hawk. It shares some similarities, obviously. It's another skateboarding game. There's some real-life skate parks in there that are based in Atlanta and London and Vancouver and San Francisco and Huntington Beach. There's real-life pros in here. My favorite one is Pigpen. Anyways, you got all kinds of really cool style and moves that you can pull off. The grinding is a really big deal in here. And grinding throughout the game is a lot of fun and very easy. And comboing and linking up the tricks actually work quite well. This one's called Grind Session. It's Sony first party for the PlayStation 1. Go check it out.
Check out this and other buried treasures at EB Games. We take games seriously.
Ninja Gaiden has been well received by critics and consumers alike since it was released in the U.S. earlier this month. With its stunning visual presentation and graphic ninja-style violence, it looks poised to be one of the top titles of the year. But it's a different story in Europe, as some of the aforementioned ninja-style violence is being removed before the game's release. One feature in particular, the ability to decapitate enemies in one fell swoop, won't be present when the game is released in Europe. The change will keep the game from getting the European equivalent of an M rating. It's reported that this was a mutual decision made by Microsoft and Tecmo in order to make the title more sales-friendly.
Gamers have been frothing at the mouth for Doom 3 for close to 3 years. And with the PC version's release supposedly just a month away, the anticipation is reaching a fevered pitch. But it's an Xbox exclusive feature that's generating excitement right now. The Xbox version's developer, Vicarious Visions, recently revealed that Space Marines won't have to go it alone. CEO Karthik Bala said, quote, "We're including new features like co-op play, which requires a tremendous amount of creativity and planning from everyone at VV and id. You may remember that Halo offered a similar gameplay mode when it was released, although it took considerably more effort from the user to get it to work."
While Xbox fans started checking their internet connections and planning vacations around the release of Doom 3, Nintendo was busy downplaying the importance of online gaming. Perrin Kaplan, Nintendo's Executive VP of Corporate Affairs, had this to say on the subject at the DICE Summit.
I think from where we stand, it looks to us like it's still going to be something that's fairly niche for some time. We just have a philosophical difference in also charging people to play. It's just something that, as a company, we're not comfortable with. The wireless that is with Pokemon in Japan that's just launched has done exceedingly well, and I think some of our interest lies in building community that way. So you may see more of that effort than you would with the traditional online, if there is such a thing as traditional online.
Nintendo may not be interested in online games, but it is definitely concerned with the health of gamers. That's because a family in Louisiana has sued Nintendo for failing to properly follow federal consumer protection laws after their son suffered a seizure while playing a Nintendo game. The family actually filed 2 lawsuits, one for personal injury and the other for the violation of federal consumer protection laws. The personal injury suit was settled for an undisclosed sum, but the federal case is ongoing. Testimony will be finished by the end of this month, and the parties will have 45 days to file their arguments. We'll be sure to follow the story and keep you updated.
The video game market is saturated with racing games, so trying to create a game that's unique is quite a challenge. But Acclaim thinks it has a racer that's going to throttle the genre into the future with Juiced, which is this week's first look.
Juiced is a real mix between the arcade style of racing games that you've seen lately with different mods and tricking out your car, and the simulation-based games with all the correct physics and licensed cars that you have in something like a Gran Turismo. You have 3 basic styles of paint you can put on your car. Every different hue that there is, you choose a base, then you can put a different metallic on top of that. Then you can put a different pearlescent on top of that. So when you go online with your car, the possibility of somebody else having the same exact color is pretty much slim to none. We have over 200 manufacturers for licensed parts in the game, and they all have their authentic parts in the game, which is great because you can really make the car you made in the game in real life, but it's going to cost you a lot more than $49.99. You earn respect throughout Juiced a couple of different ways. It's by winning races. It's by winning races with style. If you want to drift around corners, pull 360s, do 180s, boomerangs are really cool, where you flip the car one way and flip it right back the other way. You know, that's how you get your respect points, because people look at you and are like, damn, he can't only win races, but he makes you look like a fool while you're doing it. I mean, that's the essence of Juiced. It's really punking people out and showing them you're the best racer on the street. Juiced will be out in fall 2004 in time for the holidays on PS2, Xbox, and PC, all with online capabilities.
Boxing games have been around since the days of the arcade classic Punch-Out, but none have been as potentially groundbreaking as EA Sports' upcoming Fight Night 2004. Kevin Pereira laced up the gloves and stepped into the ring to go a few rounds with the game in his latest preview.
Since 1998, gamers have been exchanging blows thanks to Electronic Arts and the Knockout Kings franchise. But this year, EA has thrown in the towel on their old ways, and they're about to release a whole new contender.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, entering the ring March 23rd for both the PlayStation 2 and Xbox consoles, featuring 8 electrifying venues, 30-plus boxers, an expanded career mode, and total punch control, the punishing polycarbonate disc of destruction, Fight Night 2004!
Now, before you discount this game because it's just another boxing title, well, hear me out. This is not a mindless button masher or a cel-shaded child's plaything. This, my friends, is a delicious blend of boxing simulation and arcade action. Fight Night's Total Punch Control gives your right thumb some serious authority, as it allows you to execute a wide variety of punches without ever having to touch a face button. The left half of the stick controls the left arm of your boxer, while the right one, well, it controls the right arm. Now, pushing the stick to the upper right will trigger a right jab, and pushing to the left and rolling it up will throw a left hook. It might sound a bit gimmicky, but after a few rounds, you'll be buzzing like a bee, stinging a butterfly. Or something like that. Well, simply put, Total Punch Control works, and when you combine it with the new stamina system, you get a game that allows for a more realistic pace and encourages the use of strategy. But that's certainly not all the innovation that Fight Night brings to the squared circle. It's time to say goodbye to canned animations and hello to physics-based knockdowns. They're here, and they are good. Now, don't think for 1 minute that getting up from a knockdown is going to be some walk in the park. Once you're sprawled out on the canvas, you'll be introduced to a pair of blurry referees. Using the left and right analog sticks, you've got to make your character realize that there's really only one of them. Now, this innovative minigame is a breath of fresh air to the boxing genre, and it really adds to the overall tension of the match.
That was a deadly knockout.
The Create a Boxer mode has added depth and is more refined. You can now train your custom character in between matches, increase his stats RPG style, and even unlock the colored mouthpiece that you need to match your protective guard. Oh, and did I forget to mention online multiplayer? Yeah, if you're a PlayStation 2 owner, it's in the game. So while we deduct a point from the scorecard for the Xbox Low Blow, we also have to give out a few warnings. The knockouts are glitchy at times, the headbutts feel a little over the top, and I really wish they'd find someone other than a Chris Rock impersonator for the play-by-play.
A nickel on the dime. That's some fast hands.
Now these are the type of nitpicks that can easily be ironed out by the time this bad boy ships. Overall, Fight Night 2004 clearly deserves the name change, as it one-ups its forefathers in every way imaginable. The player models and texture work are top-notch. The level of customization is ridiculous, and the new physics system provides a brutal sense of force behind each blow. Now this just could be the title that does for boxing what Madden did for football, but we'll have to wait and see when Fight Night 2004 enters the retail ring on March 23rd.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is over.
Remember, if you've got something to say to the man who is pound for pound the best previewer in the business, head to the message boards and look for Captain Emmy. There's more to come on this edition of Pulse. After the break, is an M rating a good thing? Midway seems to think so. We'll see what they were showing off at their Gamers Day.
Plus, he didn't exactly go on the rug, but this naughty dog had quite a bark at this year's DICE Summit. That's coming up only on Pulse.
Yeah, I'm coming through right now.
Anthony? Need you at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Anthony!
Yo, Paul, what you doing here, man? Just waiting for you. Cool, what's up?
It takes a lot of guts to talk to your friends about their problems with drugs or drinking. But it can make all the difference.
Tony Hawk's Underground, rated T13.
If you're 20 pounds or more overweight, there's news from the Obesity Research Institute. Dramatic weight loss can now be achieved without diet or exercise.
I lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks.
When I lost 7 inches through my waist, I couldn't believe it.
I was 247 8 weeks ago, and I'm 30 pounds lighter today.
The first week, I lost like about 10, and then every month, like 20 pounds.
Propylene, scientifically proven to reduce weight without special diet and exercise. Backed by 9 clinical studies with the exclusive active ingredient, and propylene is available without a prescription.
It definitely works by itself because I know I didn't do anything different, and I took it and I lost weight.
I eat at fast food places almost all the time, so it's hard to eat healthy. And the weight still came off.
It was just very easy. You just take these pills about 20 minutes before you eat, and the pounds just fell off.
If they're a skeptic, just say, here, trust me. Try it, eat the same way, do what you're doing, and this pill will work.
Please understand, propylene is so powerful that it was formulated only for those who need to lose at least 20 pounds or more.
If this could work for me, it could work for anybody, because I haven't been to the gym in over a month, to be honest. I have not gone to the gym even once. I don't have the time.
I mean, it works. You know, and I don't know how, but it does.
Every morning when I look at myself in the mirror, I see another person there.
Now you can get propylene over the phone without a prescription. Call the number on the screen and it will be shipped directly to your home.
Call now to try propylene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. If you don't lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days, send it back and we'll refund your $29.95. But wait, it gets better. Call now and we'll include a second bottle absolutely free. Call in the next 10 minutes and your shipping and handling is also free. That's right. Call now and your second bottle and shipping is free.
To order, call 1-800-524-4664. That's 1-800-524-4664.
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games.
I've got a buried treasure this week that's kind of confusing to me because this is my favorite Nintendo 64 game. It's called Jet Force Gemini, and when it was released, no one bought it. And I don't understand, because it's developed by Rare, and Rare was sort of known as one of the best game development companies in the world. And this game, I think, was their greatest effort. It had everything in it. There was flying levels, there was racing levels, all kinds of sort of 80s arcade shooting levels. The game is enormous. It takes a long time to play, and as you get through the different levels, your characters power up. And it is a very hardcore action game, and it's surprising to see these cutesy little characters, but then all of a sudden you'll see the aliens just splatter into big sort of clouds of green goo. Great playing game. Terrific Dolby surround sound. It's called Jet Force Gemini, and if you have an N64, this is essential.
Check out this and other buried treasures at EB Games. We take games seriously.
While Nintendo has recently reported a big jump in GameCube sales, several publishers have expressed concern over the financial viability of supporting it. And rumors are circulating that Midway has decided to stop supporting the GameCube with all of its future titles. But according to Midway PR manager Natalie Saltzman, this is not the case. She said that, quote, "We're still evaluating our products and will publish on GameCube where it makes sense." So Nintendo fans will still be able to get their NFL Blitz Pro fix, but Saltzman confirmed that the next installment in the Mortal Kombat series will not make its way to Nintendo's console. This news comes as a major blow to GameCubers, or is it a fatality?
Midway is best known for its arcade-style games, from over-the-top sports to the aforementioned Mortal Kombat series. But in a move to broaden its appeal, the company is branching out into more immersive titles. One such game is PsyOps, and we got a chance to get a closer look.
Okay, he's no Boy Scout, but Nick Scryer is Mindgate's best.
PsyOps is a lot of fun. You can just sort of do things that, game mechanics that you've never ever been able to do before in a game.
The coolest things about the game is that we combine a pretty new and innovative game feature into a genre that's getting a bit tired. But the ability of adding traditional weapons and the psionic powers, it's a great combination. It gives you a familiarity of weapons, but these cool new powers to use on all the different enemies.
We have a number of psi powers. A really popular one is telekinesis. It allows you to pick up objects or people and throw them around and bash them. So when you throw an object like an explosive barrel or something, it reacts very realistically. You throw that into a group of enemies, it'll blow up and they'll all fly in the air in ragdoll physics. We also have another psychic power called pyrokinesis, where you can throw walls of flame and light things on fire. And if you had, say, a series of flammable objects next to each other, if you light one of them, it'll slowly light all the others on fire. The fire will actually propagate through them. We have Mind Drain. This is actually how you replenish your psychic powers. You can Mind Drain a dead person and get some psychic power back, or you can Mind Drain a live person and get a lot more psychic power, but it's harder to do because it's a stealth kill. We have remote viewing, where you actually go out of the body and you can go and look into other areas, like, say, a closed door. You can go to the door and look at what's in that next room. You can see if there's an ambush or a trap. Another power that we have is called Mind Control. This is a really cool power because you actually take over the body of an enemy. So you may be a room with 3 enemies in it and they're ready to ambush you. You could actually mind control one of them, go over and take out the other guys, and they won't realize that that guy's been mind controlled until you start attacking them.
It opens up a huge new realm of gameplay with the way that we've set it up, is that it's almost infinite ways to get by every situation in the game. Depending on what power you wanted to use, how you use them, there's so many different combinations that the open-endedness of the gameplay is really a lot of fun.
And that's really one of the more amazing elements of the game. Because you can come into a situation and do so many different things and approach it in so many different ways, it's really amazing to watch other people play it, because you're like, wow, I'd never think of doing that. So, I may come into a room and there's 3 guys and I'll use telekinesis and throw them around. Another person will use mind control. Another person will stealth in and try to do stealth kills on them. So any given situation, any given puzzle, there's usually multiple ways to do it, which just gives the game like a depth that it's hard to quantify.
There's one of the issues in designing the game that what you could do is just so incredibly powerful that coming up with level designs that didn't let you just sort of walk through and just flat all the enemies against the wall. I mean, it was a real challenge. There were a lot of new game design problems to solve for that game. It was very exciting.
We are using the Havok physics engine. It's a great engine. We've worked very closely with Havok to integrate it so we have very realistic physics. We have constrained physics where you have, say, a chain with a big ball on the end of it, and you can throw that around and it'll swing and smack into guys. Havok's great. It allows us to do a lot of very realistic events in the game and the things that just would happen naturally in the real world if you happen to have telekinesis.
People are pretty amazed of all the things that you can do and the fact that we're running on a PS2 with the physics that we have in the game. We're pushing it every single day, trying to squeeze as much power as we can out of it. But I think we've really taken it farther than a lot of games that I've seen in the physics realm.
PsyOps is just the tip of the iceberg in Midway's stable of upcoming titles. At their recent Gamers Day, we got a look at what else they've got coming your way in the near future.
We're at Midway's Gamers Day, where we show all our products that are coming up for 2004. Give a chance for the press to play all the games a little more in depth and without all the distractions that you have at an E3 show.
Area 51 is a first-person shooter based upon a classic coin-op game that we did as Midway in the early 90s. And it's set in a top-secret military installation, and you play a hazmat specialist that's come in to clean up a chemical spill, and you find that things are far more sinister than that.
Oh, creature! That was a damn alien.
But what I'm excited about most is really being able to synthesize the immersive storytelling type gameplay with the real hardcore fragfest moments. The real challenge is fulfilling the expectations of the imagination of the consumer, because when people think of Area 51, they have a lot of things that pop into their head, and we've really had a lot of fun fulfilling what we think is a collective fantasy on the part of everyone. And the engine that's being used for Area 51 is totally proprietary to Midway. All of our physics are proprietary, full real-time physics, and we think we're doing things on the PS2 that nobody's really done before, and the net result is, we think, to be one of the most innovative first-person shooters in the marketplace.
The Suffering really for us is a very sort of immersive action horror game. So what I think we're doing with this game is sort of evolving the traditional survival horror and putting sort of American action slant on it. One of the most compelling parts about the game is the moral choice system that we have in the game. We wanted to sort of give the player the choice in his actions in terms of, are you going to kill a guard, or are you going to work with a guard? And those sort of moral choices affect the outcome of the game. And some of the cool features that we've added to support high-end home entertainment systems are progressive scan and widescreen for HDTV on the Xbox, and then surround sound. One of probably the coolest things I think in the game is the sound. We put actually a spline on some of our sounds that will spin around the character and hence spin around your speaker system, and some really creepy sounds that if you're playing in the dark, scare the living bejesus out of you.
The Suffering.
NBA Ballers is going to blow people away. Right from the beginning on this game, people were skeptical. One-on-one, Mark, what are you thinking? What are you going to do? How are you going to overcome the lack of passing and this and that? So it's been a long haul and a tough nut to crack, but we totally nailed it. The thing that everybody is going to hit on with this game is that the graphics are stunning. The player models, their faces, the textures are just so far superior to any other sports game, basketball, football, no matter what. And it's clearly because we were able to focus just on 1, 2, or 3 guys on the screen at once. So our performance is really pumped up on a per-player basis. Act-to-Full is great. Basically, it's kind of like a throw move in Mortal Kombat. You get a hold of the guy, you throw him out of the way. And so sometimes it's between the legs, sometimes it's the ball around the back, sometimes it's kicking the ball between his legs, and it really kind of insults your opponent. It makes him feel like a fool.
Today I'm showing MLB Slugfest Loaded with all its new features we've got this year. We've got, online for PS2, Xbox Live. We've got new franchise mode with baseball mogul integration, as well as tons of over-the-top new animations, new moves, trick pitches, pitching meters, all kinds of great stuff. Originally we had this ticker tape, we wanted more of a broadcast feel of the game. We're watching different sports news stations. and we're noticing the ticker. We had been talking to the MLB and MLB.com about getting their stats, and sure enough, when we worked out with the MLB.com into our contract that they'll supply us kind of minute by minute these streamlined data files that we'll be able to bring into the game.
I think the style of Midway games, which fits in exactly with the Suffering, Area 51 psyops, more mature, socially relevant sort of content, things that are in popular culture and are on people's minds, will really help propel Midway to be, a real top-tier publisher in the future.
Coming up after the break, we've got more DICE coverage from Las Vegas, including some big names on the next big thing.
Plus, Sammy Studios is bringing a classic Japanese movie to the PlayStation 2. We'll check out 7 Samurai 20XX. All that and more, only on Pulse.
Final Fantasy XI Online. Rated T for Teen.
Ted?
Barbara?
Something's missing.
Missing?
In the bedroom?
In the where?
Trojan Man!
Trojan Man!
What are you doing here?
I'm here for Her Pleasure.
Her what?
Trojan Her Pleasure condoms. They're new, uniquely engineered to satisfy a woman's anatomical sensitivity while helping to protect.
You like this idea?
I love it.
On there.
New from America's most trusted condom, Trojan Her Pleasure. The pleasure she wants, the protection they trust. My job is done here.
New juicy fruit grape or melon. Cool.
Wait, what are you doing, man?
Gotta have Twisted Sweet.
Mine.
Gotta have new Juicy Fruit, Graper Melon, and Schrappleberry.
In the 1970s, tobacco companies started making light cigarettes. By putting tiny holes in the filters to let extra air mix with the smoke, they found they could get low readings of toxic agents from testing machines like these. But when real people smoke, their lips and their fingers often block these air holes, making them pretty much useless.
I thought light cigarettes were less dangerous. Then I got lung cancer, and it wasn't the light kind.
Rated E for everyone. At Rainbow Studios, we wanted even the most dangerous stuff to look realistic, so we brought in our intern, Toby.
Are you ready? Go! Go!
Thanks to him, you can do things in this game you've never done before, like go head-to-head with a monster truck, outrun a biplane, or jump a helicopter. You're the man, Toby. You're the man. MX Unleashed.
War hero Chris Vaughn has come home, only to find a new enemy.
I'm seeing him in action.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
We'll see about that.
The Rock. Walking Tall. This is my town. Rated PG-13. Starts April 2nd.
Here's what's happening on Pulse. If you like fast cars and fast women, we can help you with one of them. Acclaim is set to unleash Juiced on the import racing community, and we'll give you a first look. Plus, Kevin Pereira laces up the gloves and the funny-looking boots to go a few rounds in his preview of the next groundbreaking game from EA Sports, Fight Night 2004. That's what's coming up this week. For all the news in the world of games, make sure to watch what you play right here on Pulse.
This week on Expansion Pack, Arena presents America's Army.
That's all coming up, and it's right here.
Sunday at 7 p.m.
DICE Summit may be more low-key than, say, E3, but it's no less important. It's rare that you get so many industry leaders at one event. So we took full advantage of the situation and talked to several of them to get their take on the state of the industry.
When you're in an industry that's cutting edge and growing as fast as games are, how do you come together and talk about the industry, right? How do you get different perspectives? It's so easy to get tunnel vision on your specific project, your specific genre, your specific game. How do you come together and actually break out of that and look at the whole thing? And DICE is an excellent forum to be able to do that.
For the business to move forward, people are going to have to be really innovative. And really, this is the best place to find the innovative ideas, because you got so many of the top minds who are really going to have the next big thing. They're all right here. That's what it's about. Like, who's going to make the next, Grand Theft Auto in terms of offering a totally new experience? Who's going to make the next Eco, which is just such a beautiful game that it's almost like art. I mean, these are the things that are going to push the industry forward.
Innovation is one of those things that if the public wants it, the games that have innovation will sell. Grand Theft Auto, extraordinarily innovative, great game, it's sold. And there are some games that come out that are innovative that don't sell. Eco came out recently, it was a PlayStation 2 game. But I think, overall, great games rise to the top, innovative or not, and, whatever the public wants, they'll buy.
Every 5 or 6 years, I think we go through a transformation. I think the new consoles are going to cause us, or really force us to rethink our game development process, because we really don't know exactly what they're going to look like yet, but we assume they're going to be much more powerful, they're going to be more complicated, and demand a change in our team structure. So that means looking at our hiring practices, looking at our team makeup, and kind of turning the industry on its head.
How do you create new intellectual properties? How do you create new great games, but also cut through the shelf when you're up against titles that are demanding the airwaves, like Lord of the Rings? And the publishers have every right to be concerned and pushing that creative front and being the first out of the gate, but it has to happen because the medium's too important, and there's too many creative people in the medium. And so if we, as creatives, really do our job right, we should be able to convince the industry and the publishers that it's worth pushing these new IPs out there so that the innovation is really accelerating upward and not stagnating because of sequel.
It's harder and harder to innovate. It's harder and harder to take the leap of faith because, we've just seen this progression where production values are very high, expectations are very high, the rewards are very high, but God, are you willing to step up to the plate and take a swing?
I think it's always easy to take risks creatively, but when you look at the market pressures or the reality of a publicly traded company, you've got to have quarterly earnings announcements. You always got to continue to grow, and I think that it's a challenge to be able to grow and also continue to innovate and change the way things are done, or to offer people new experiences. That's always a risk and always a challenge.
A few years ago, an average budget for one of our games might have been a couple of $1 million. You're seeing $10 million dev budgets left and right. It's totally common. So we're starting to approach the Hollywood-style budgets. People are expecting Hollywood-quality cinematics, Hollywood-quality voice acting, Hollywood-quality story, but also the highest production levels possible. So you're seeing larger teams, larger budgets, and also we're working closer hand in hand with the movie studios at the same time, and a really synergistic relationship with Hollywood.
I think it's going to be increasingly hard for the little guy to compete, but I think the little guy still has a place as long as he's smart and as long as he does something that the big guy possibly can't do, such as, have a very iterative design process, change how they're doing things quickly, and come in under the radar with, boutique titles that wind up catching fire and wind up, winning the public over.
One of the ways that we actually really do believe that we can help the market grow and expand is by story and character. I mean, you think about movies, and that's really what drives a medium like movies. It drives books, it drives television. It's all about the stories and the characters. And if you can make great and approachable stories and characters, you're going to be able to expand the audience.
Take-Two Interactive, the publisher behind such blockbusters as the Grand Theft Auto and Max Payne series, has added another popular franchise to its roster. The company has secured the rights to the Outlaw series of over-the-top sports titles from Simon & Schuster Interactive. Viacom, which owns Simon & Schuster, announced in September of last year that it was planning to sell the game branch of the company. But when no buyers came forward, Simon & Schuster Interactive closed its doors. Take-Two has announced that Hypnotix is still developing Outlaw Golf 2, which is set for release in the fourth quarter of this year.
Anyone who's played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic will tell you it was one of the deepest games they've ever played. But gamers are a demanding bunch, and Xbox gamers in particular have been wondering why there hasn't been any new KOTOR content released via Xbox Live. Well, wonder no more, young Jedi. Xbox Live users can now download a new Yavin 4 space station area, along with a brief quest and a new store that features character and lightsaber upgrades. LucasArts has yet to officially announce the content, but it is currently available to anyone with access to Xbox Live.
Whether you're a fan of influential cinema, ancient martial arts, or you just like guys who wield big swords, then you're familiar with Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. And now Sammy Studios is introducing a new generation to its own version of the film with a video game.
This is Seven Samurai 20XX. It's basically a futuristic reinterpretation of Akira Kurosawa's masterpiece, Seven Samurai. The original Seven Samurai movie has been used and has been copied and reinterpreted in very many different kinds of settings, such as the Magnificent Seven, which is a prime example of taking the original Seven Samurai into a completely different Western setting. We wanted to expand the imagination that is somehow limited in the original movie, but we wanted to take in a futuristic setting, so that's why we decided to go for it. You will assume a role of Nato, and he is basically Ronin, samurai traveling through different futuristic cities. And similar to the original movie, he is hired to protect this particular village of humans, which is under attack by an army of vicious cyborgs called the humanoids. And in this futuristic world, humans are no longer a majority. They're the minorities that are hunted down by these machines. And he quickly realizes that he will not be able to even have a chance to defend them because of the sheer size of the army that he has to fight against. So he will travel around in an attempt to recruit 6 other samurais, and they will take the last stance against the enemies. You will start out the battle with just single katana. However, quickly you will be able to pull both of your katanas out. And once you pull that out, the game will completely change. The pace of action will dramatically increase. The particle effects and explosions will instantly transform the game. When your character's strength improves stage after stage, you will eventually be able to pull out over 15 very powerful, devastating attack combos.
If Seven Samurai 20XX has piqued your interest, be sure to tune in next week when we'll take a tour of Sammy Studios' new Carlsbad offices and get an early look at their next game, Darkwatch.
There's still even more to come on this edition of Pulse. After the break, we've got the details on how Eidos found a new way to make even more money from the Hitman series.
Plus, we'll talk to Jason Rubin about what he said and why he said it at this year's DICE Summit. All that and more only on Pulse.
Hollywood blockbuster, 007, Everything or Nothing. Rated T for Teen.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Receive a 6-piece salon shop manicure set, a $20 value, yours free. Stay tuned. What if creating beautiful designer nails was as easy as writing your name? Well, now it is with new Nail Dazzle Duo Pens. The fast, easy way to polish, paint, and decorate your nails. Watch, the secret is the patented Duo Pen. Unscrew the top and use the brush to polish and paint your nails. Replace the top and pull off the cap and use the micro pen to create your very own custom fashion designs. Create fabulous French manicure designs, elegant designs, or funky designs that will get you noticed. You can even add a colorful design to your clear base coat. And check this out. With Nail Dazzle's special quick drying polish, you can polish, then immediately decorate your nails without waiting for them to dry. Amazing! It's easy to create thousands of different designs. If you can write your name, you can create beautiful designs just like they do at salons. And here's the best part. With Nail Dazzle's unique Duo pens, you can instantly change designs. The possibilities are endless. Why pay up to $60 to have your nails done at a salon or spend a fortune on all those different polishes? Order the complete Nail Dazzle Duo Pen Kit that includes 5 salon quality colors and this design idea book for just $19.95. But wait, you'll also get 5 more Duo pens with the newest Nail Dazzle colors, plus this convenient carry case, absolutely free. But it gets better. We're also going to give you this 6-piece manicure set from the Salon Shop. It comes with 4 precision-crafted heads that sculpt, shape, smooth, and polish your nails. No more nasty chips or ugly cuticles. The manicure set will leave your nails with a professional finish every time. It's a $20 value, yours free. Just pay shipping and handling. You get 10 Nail Dazzle Duo pens, the carry case, the design idea book, plus the manicure set. That's over a $60 value, all for only $19.95 plus shipping. Call now.
If you're over 18, call 1-800-633-6600 to order Nail Dazzle for just $19.95 and receive the nail manicure set free plus shipping. Call 1-800-633-6600 now.
G4 owns you, noob.
Next week on G4, see Hoop's hottest stars as Sweat takes you to the 2004 NBA All-Star Game. You gotta see this. Then, with entry into the Hall of Champions on the line, Team Kaizen faces off against Team 1051 on Arena. And Filter takes you on a chocobo ride through the best games, bosses, and characters of Final Fantasy. Sweat, Monday at 10 p.m. Arena, Tuesday at 10 p.m. And Filter, Thursday at 10:30 p.m.
Eidos is probably best known as the publisher of the Tomb Raider series, but the company has had several other successful franchises from Gex to Deus Ex. And the brass at Eidos have added another popular series to its roster with the purchase of Denmark-based IO Interactive. The acquisition gives Eidos the rights to 2 franchises, Freedom Fighters and Hitman. While Eidos is already the publisher of the Hitman series, the deal assures that the company will reap the benefits of all profits from the game. Previously, Eidos paid a royalty to IO Interactive for every Hitman game sold. The next game in the series, Hitman Contracts, is due out next month.
At the recently concluded DICE Summit, Naughty Dog's Jason Rubin gave a speech that even Jerry Maguire would be proud of. Rubin called for publishers to give developers more respect and recognition, a plea that garnered a standing ovation from the audience. Jason took a few moments the day after the speech to help us understand why he spoke out and what it means for the industry as a whole.
We're here at DICE, which is a show that the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences throws. The charter of the Academy is to elevate the art form of making games. So I took that very literally. and looked at the industry and looked at where game developers are. And what I realized is that although most people know who makes the movie they watch or who writes the book they read, they generally don't know who makes video games. And I think that this is a tragedy in our industry, and I think that it's about time that the public, that the gamer, gets an idea of who's behind the product they're making.
Gamers are getting ripped off by inexplicable broken brand promises. If you don't tell them that Crash Bandicoot was done and created by Naughty Dog, and you don't put that out there, when the brand changes, they're caught blindsided.
The single biggest factor in whether or not a gamer is going to like the game or not is who put it together. It's the artist that put it together that's going to make a difference. And that's what my talk was about. The publishers are not interested in putting the game director personalities forward because they feel that that's a threat to their brand.
It's obvious why in our industry, the PR and marketing department try to separate themselves out and they try to go directly to celebrities in Hollywood. It keeps them in charge. It keeps the power with them. Which brings me to Tara Reid. Tara Reid apparently is a future game developer, best I can tell. In 2003, SCA threw 4 parties for her and her friends at the Hamptons. PS2 second anniversary, which, I don't know, I sold a lot of games. I didn't even know it existed until afterwards. We got one catch-all party at E3. Hollywood can't get away with disrespecting their talent like that. They simply can't do it.
There's significant value in celebrities. I believe there's a value in Tara Reid. I did not give a speech that was anti-Tara Reid. I would love to put Tara Reid in a game that I do. And I don't just mean a voiceover. I think what you're going to see in the future is literally a digital version of these celebrities inside the game. And I think if you look at Jet Li in Rise to Honor, you're seeing the beginning of that. And that really is Jet Li you're playing. And it's as well done as a Jet Li movie. And I think that's the direction that we should go with celebrity. We're very used to just assuming the game industry is an island. It's really not. And we have to start thinking of ourselves as a member of a greater entertainment community and to mesh in better with the entertainment community.
We got to accept the fact that this is going to be a riskier industry in the future, and we got to accept the fact that we are going to need to take more of the Hollywood model. Agents are an opportunity for us. And that agent is in the business of helping. And when an agent goes into a publisher and he says, you know, on behalf of my client, I have to say, we're going to have to get our names on the back of the box because my clients understand they're the best, they have value, and they need to get that out there. Why does it matter if I don't get invited to a party? Why does all of this matter? I mean, does it really matter if we got our name on the box? Well, Kojima did. Kojima was also Newsweek's trendsetter, opinion maker, and People to Watch 2002. And if you really don't think that there's a connection there, you're missing the point. As long as the publishers can blur who's responsible for the success of our products, it's impossible to assess the true value of the contributors.
I feel that the time is right for the industry to start respecting and start publicizing the talent that is creating the games that are making this industry possible. And I do believe that now is the time for us to change. And I hope my talk, as revolutionary as it sounds, will eventually someday be considered a logical turning point for the industry.
In-game announcements, Digital Extremes has officially announced Pariah for the Xbox and PC. Little is known about the game other than it's a first-person shooter, but it's worth noting that Digital Extremes is the developer behind Unreal and Unreal Championship. More information will be released at this year's E3 in May.
In new releases, if you love the smell of napalm in the morning, EA has the game for you. Battlefield Vietnam takes the massively multiplayer concept to Southeast Asia, where you'll find Hueys, F-4 jets, and humidity, lots of humidity, as you engage in warfare, 1960 style. Battlefield Vietnam is available for the PC on March 15th.
New game modes, never-before-seen weapons, and for the first time, vehicles can be found in Unreal Tournament 2004. The game ships with 20 new maps along with all the original UT 2003 maps. Unreal Tournament 2004 comes to the PC on March 15th.
From the jungles of Vietnam to the jungles of South America comes Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Jungle Storm, where players will find 16 intense single-player missions and a robust online multiplayer mode. The game also features voice recognition technology, which allows players to give orders to AI teammates through a headset. Jungle Storm comes to the PS2 on March 15th. That's all for today's edition of the show. We want to hear what you've got to say, so remember to log on to our website at g4tv.com/pulse and send us an email or post your thoughts under the Pulse is Listening thread on the message boards.
Before we head out today, we'd like to extend our congratulations to a certain senior console editor of a major gaming website who was so inspired by Jason Rubin's speech at DICE that he went out and got married before leaving Las Vegas.
Congratulations, Raymond, and best of luck. For Patrick Clark, I'm Ronnie Lynn Riley. We'll see you next week on Pulse.